This is it. This is the last game I ever need to play. There we go. Yes. Now I am bouncing around. Should I say meow? Meow, nyan. Okay, this is the last game I ever need to play. This is also introducing my latest, honestly, my latest crack. This is it. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in. As you can tell, if you're watching the VOD, I am sick, but I'm hanging in there, so we're gonna go talk to Skelligon. Hey, Timothy Coin, how you doing? I'm a little sick, I'm a little congested, so I sound a little funky, but I'm here, playing my latest crack. Hi, Fluffy Nerd, what's up? Look, we got bone dragons, we got magic, we got crafting. Mikey will be joining us shortly. Okay, a great spirit known as the Elder Tree. Glad you're doing fine, Timothy Coin. I'm hanging in there. Like I said, I'm a bit congested, but at least my sore throat's gone. I wanted to stream on Saturday, but hello, Paynet. How you doing? Oh, I didn't realize you guys weren't expecting a stream today. I did give you guys a heads up. That's true. Thankfully, I am well enough to stream. My sore throat is gone. I still sound terrible, but I've sounded worse. So this game just came out. Hey, Tavon. And I've already put 12 hours into it over the weekend. Not just because I'm sick and couldn't do anything else. Alright, we're going to Faraway Island. Oop. What'd you guys get up to today? I worked, I ran some errands. Alright, the pole turnip and the leaf. So, what we're currently in the middle of is essentially I have a ghost turnip that I don't know how to harvest, and we have to figure out how to harvest the ghost turnip. Alright. You and Fluffy Nerd discussed Pip lore? Oh, that's fun. You worked too, Fluffy Nerd? How was work? Was work good? Welcome to Faraway Island. What else have you figured out about Pip? On Sunday you watched the Monaco Grand Prix, the Indianapolis 500, and the Coca-Cola 600. That sounds fun. On Saturday, I mostly slept. I was just so sick, I just slept the whole day. I did have yesterday off, so that was nice. It sucks that I had to spend my 3-day weekend sick, but like, at least I had that extra day to recover. It's nice to see another game. It's not Brothership. We beat Brothership. We beat it. It's done. It's off the chopping block. You're free. You're done with Eternal Ship. I'm okay, Painted. I'm okay. Ooh, your favorite driver won the Coca-Cola 600 Timothy coin? That's awesome. Oh, look at this cute little drawing. Yes, her dream just came true. She got to ride on a dragon. I think part of your sentence got cut off, Fluffy Nerd. Who works at a... Are you talking about the collector shop? I know you live near somebody here. Somebody's dad runs a shop that you were gonna go to, I think. Or am I misremembering? I'm trying to remember what I did Sunday. I know I had a class that I attended that I was looking forward to. Oh yeah, I spent most of my day writing on Sunday. I spent a lot of time writing. I'm nearly done with the book, like actually. I just completed the second to last scene. And now they're gonna go up to the roof and take on the big bad, so. Oh, it's a convention that's open every week and you're a vendor? That's cool. Oh, she wants to write a book about their adventures. Speaking of writing. Mostly on Monday I spent a lot of time playing this game. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. I feel like changing my gear. Don't mind me, just putting my Professor Layton hat back on. This is my character. This is the gear I got for basically buying the deluxe version of the game. Putting my sandals back on. So you guys can see my face. Hey, Crystal DeCall. I just got to Faraway Island. How about you? Hey, Emilio. I'm sick, but I'm hanging in there, so if I sound funky, that's why. I'm so excited for this Switch 2 as well, Peanut. How you doing, Crystal DeCall? Oh, you're a little past the part I'm at? Okay, great. I'm glad, so you don't have to risk any spoilers. Oh no, the pumpkins! Oh, who did this? Yeah! The earthquake! I'm starting to wonder if we've done something to anger the spirits. Oh, that sucks, Timothy Coin. He crashed in both races. I think maybe if he just picked one, he might have done better. He may be stretching himself too thin. Aw, oh, Crystal DeCall. I'm sorry your air conditioning in your house is broken. I just had to fix the air conditioner in my car. But your house is a whole nother level. Like, your car, you can at least go inside to escape the heat. But damn, when are you gonna get it fixed? I hope your brother has a great wedding, Fluffy Nerd. It's gonna be so fun. Weddings are great. What is this game about? It's Animal Crossing meets an RPG. It's really fun. Oh, I'm glad your ceiling fan still works, but... Speaking of spirits, you know anything about them? Oh yeah, we're trying to find the Valley of Spirits. Crystal DeCall, how would you characterize this game for Emilio? I call it Animal Crossing meets JRPG, but it's a blend of more than just that. Oh, I gotta go to Lulab Forest. Shippy! Mikey will be here. He's talking to his mom. He hasn't been sacrificed. He'll be here. Shippy, don't make me laugh. Oh my god, Mikey has been sacrificed to a god so Axel can play a game that isn't Mario related. Thank you for dropping the lungs off, Shippy. Now I can breathe well. Alright, let me go ahead and up the sound for you guys. Master volume. We'll put the sound effects. I turned the voices off, but I'll turn it back on for you guys.
Hey, pal.
There we go. That's probably a little better for y'all. The original 3DS game I loved. I loved the original 3DS game. I begged for budgeting this weekend. I was like, I'm sick. I have a 3-day weekend, and I just want to play Fantasy Life. What organs can I sell to fund this experience? And then I wasn't planning on streaming it, but this is my latest crack cocaine, so, you know, I can even talk to the animals. Oh, I keep lookout for monsters. Crystal Takal says that the original 3DS game was inspired by the initial plan for, I think that's Dragon Quest. Is that 9 or 11? It was originally not supposed to be turn-based. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's neither 9 nor 11. He tried to run both races last year. Timothy Coyne is talking about one of the drivers that unfortunately crashed out in both races. The weather delayed and he couldn't. Oh, I see. Oh, yo, I was gonna see Lilo and Stitch with my family this weekend. As you guys know, Ashlyn and I were supposed to go, but I got sick. Aww, thanks, Crystal Takal. I appreciate that. That means a whole lot to me. This game is even better than the 3DS one, Paynet. Like, wow. Paynet, you can swap your... What are these? This must be something to do with the farming life. Actually, I can get her to... Can she cut these down? No. Cute monster.
Doors can't hide for me.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but I was too sick, and I thought about going today since I'm a little better, but I can't really taste all that well. And if I'm gonna go to and it started raining, and I'm like, well, if I want to go to the movies, and I can't taste the popcorn, what's the point? There are some things I can taste, but popcorn is such a subtle flavor. Instead, I tried the How to Train Your Dragon meal from Burger King, which I could taste. Alright, I want to fish this up. I don't know if I'm gonna catch this fish, guys, because I'm not that high of a level, but of a fisherman, but we'll see. I'm gonna try, okay? See, you can switch lives on the fly now.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
In the 3DS game, you had to go. You had to go to the guild office every time.
Show me what you got.
Come on. Where's the sweet spot there?
Show me what you got.
Come on. Get out of the water. You're getting out of there.
Show me what you got.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. Okay, I can catch level 15 fish now. It is Dragon Quest 9. Okay. You can freely change your location once you get far enough in the story, though you start out as a bard after falling from heaven and losing your celestial wings. That just sounds cool as hell. I promise not to fish you guys to death, but fishing is one of my favorite things in games.
Got a sec?
A good fishing system is not to be underestimated. Like, not Final Fantasy, what the hell, Break? Fire Emblem Engage had a great fishing system. I just spent way too many hours fishing. Look at Skelegon sleeping. So the lines I've chosen so far, I'm an angler, so I catch fish, and I am a mercenary. I have not yet selected a crafting profession.
Come on, buddy.
Oh,
show me what you got.
Kirby's Forgotten Land! Shout out, yes, shout out to the goat. That one too.
Show me what you got.
Oh, that one was great. Oh, here we go.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
There is a superhero movie that my sister went to see this weekend. I'm forgetting what what it was. It wasn't Fantastic Four, I don't think. You never wound up playing Engage? No, it didn't, but it was really good. I actually super enjoyed Engage. Fishing and Kirby's Forgotten Land was so fun. This cute little bench. I'll show you guys my town when I get a second, when I'm not on my way to
Well, ain't that something?
to do things. I can't really proceed past this place, so I'm guessing, yeah. She's runs a tool shop. Yo, I've been needing to pick some stuff up for... I don't know if this will count for my quest, though. They didn't want iron. Let me check. Oh, you attended and the rain came and it ended your race prematurely. I hope you get to go again and that doesn't happen. There's still time to have a great racing experience. Who doesn't go to the theater much, Emilio? Yeah, Fantastic Four. Oh, your niece. Yeah, I've been... There's a superhero movie that my sister went to see and... Not Big's Fishing Club either! No! There's a superhero movie currently in theaters. I don't know what it is. No. Big's Fishing was alright. I say no, but... I was actually... I think if I recall correctly in my actual stream, I think I was like, oh yeah, give me a fishing minigame. I'll take it no matter how bad. A fishing minigame is like pizza. Like, are there incredible pizzas like the Chicago deep dish? Yes. And then there's just pizza that's not from your favorite place, that's been left out on the stove for an hour or two, probably too long, and is cold the next morning. I mean... The Thunderbolts! Okay, that's what's... I think that's what my sister went to see. Yeah, she liked it. Oh, this is our quest, guys. Sorry. I need a bountiful harvest axe, an oak axe, a bronze claymore, and an oak staff. And I don't think she sells. All of these are iron, so yeah. Well, at least I know she's here. Oh, I gotta go around. Oh, what's this? Unlock at least 10 skills. Oh, I can work on that. I think I may have some skill points. Oh, I haven't unlocked any of my angler skills. Holy cow! Oh man, all of these are great. So much pressure. All of these are great, quite frankly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know which skill tree is best, to be honest. I'll come back. I'll think about it. But we have an armory. We have an armory now. Okay. Oh, hey, a pine staff. Isn't that what the lady wanted, or somebody wanted a pine staff? I think. Let me look again. Quests. Pine staff. Oh, an oak staff. Okay. See, I'm gonna have to become... In the original Fantasy Life game, I was an armorer. Or I think that's what I was... I made weapons and stuff. And I was also an alchemist. I mean, I did other things too, but those are my primary. Just beating the crap out of cute little monsters. What's not to love? Alright, into the woods.
Hmm.
Oh, it's apparently kind of dark in this forest. Oh no. Okay. Wait, there's someone. Oh.
Huh?
That was creepy. Oh! It's a ghost! Alright, so who went to see Lilo and Stitch? I was supposed to go see that with my mom and sister and Rich this weekend and Mikey, but I unfortunately got sick and I didn't want to infect them, so. You thought it wasn't that bad? You thought it was cute? And that's saying something. Oh, this was your first live-action remake from Disney? You know, I saw the live-action Little Mermaid and I liked it. And it was fun. Obviously, I skipped Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It did not look good. But Lilo and Stitch actually looked good. Oh, hey, Mikey's ready, guys. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Mikey into the call. Okay, you guys should see him pop up. I'm gonna lower him a little bit so we can see the text. He's gonna be quacking in here in just a second. There he is.
Hey guys. Hello.
What
what did I walk in on?
Well, we think we saw a ghost. We were actually just talking about... Your head is like way down there. Hold on. There we go.
I heard you talking about movies.
Yeah, we're
what
talking
movies?
about remakes, and Fluffy Nerd went to see Lilo and Stitch and liked it, so...
Yeah, I keep seeing mixed reviews, and from what I see of it, it's like it looks competent, right? But it doesn't look like it's better than the original.
And it doesn't need to be better than the original, does it? It just needs to offer you a good time.
Well, if that's the case, what is its purpose?
Its purpose...
Like, I hate to be that way, but like, what's the point?
From the original and entertaining, I would say. I don't think it needs to surpass the original because they're two different mediums.
To me, the way it is, it's like...
Shippy's statement is making sense to me, though. I don't know
like,
why
why
I'd want to
remake
see
it?
it in a more limited medium. Mikey, because money! Yeah, the Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
The Mr. Krabs meme. Money!
What I'm trying to say, though, is it's like, yes, I think it's like a fine, like, it'd be fine on its own. But at the same time, it's like, well, what's the point if you're just going to walk out of it thinking that it's, you know, just not as good as the original? You get what I'm saying? Like, nice to watch the original. Like, it's cool to see, like, certain scenes remade, I guess, but why make it if it's like...
Because money.
I know, I'm just trying to think, like, what maybe I'd rather go see...
Does it have to justify itself?
I mean, I know the reason why they're doing it. I'm just saying, why should I pay to see...
These are big monsters. Alright, I'm listening.
Why should I pay to see a movie that tries to be a remake, but is not, like, just not as good at the end of the day as the original? Like, I know why they're making it. It's because money, and two, because there's a lot of people, adults specifically, who think cartoons are for kids, and this is why they make movies like that. It's really stupid, honestly. The Aladdin remake, I saw that too. I thought that one was one of the better ones.
Either.
But I still think the original Aladdin is way better.
Well, they're all, I mean,
Wait, that's something.
They're also an animator, and...
But the thing is, with that one, they also did things differently. Like, I wanted to see what kind of new genie there would be. It's like, without Robin Williams, that's like a new take, right? Like, Lilo and Stitch seems to be, like, doing everything almost beat for beat. Almost everything. It just not as good. And the ending, you know, they went with a different ending, which kind of destroys the whole message of the movie.
We have to still see the ending, so Mikey doesn't know the full context. He only knows what he's read.
Okay. I mean, to me, it just sounds like enough.
This is a cute little...
Yeah, no, I think Will Smith's genie is valid. I like it. yeah, it's not as good as Robin Williams, but I think they knew that going into it, that there was no way it could have worked because
They weren't
obviously,
trying to
you know.
make it like Robin Williams' performance.
Well, that's the thing. This new Lilo and Stitch, they tried to make it like the original.
I don't know. I have to actually see it to know that.
Just based off of what I've heard and seen, they tried to animate it and everything just looks dull and gray compared to the colorful original. But that's just me. That's just me.
Never gonna be as colorful as it
It could be if they wanted to. They could be with color correction. Yes, they could.
can't call it live action.
Then why do people want to see these things? I mean, I want to see it to make up my own opinion.
I just want you to have fun, Mikey.
Well, ain't that something?
I want to
wanna
see
have
this
fun too.
movie, and Mikey has been resistant. I'm about to go see it on my own, chat. Mikey has just been resistant the whole time. Today I was gonna go see it, but
I love. No, you weren't. You were sick.
I wanted
I
to,
love-
but I'm like, I can't
I
taste
love-
the popcorn.
I love Lilo and Stitch. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. So that's why I'm like, I know I'm not gonna like it as much as the original. I just know I'm not. You know.
Why does it have to? I'm just gonna go see it on my own because you're no fun. That's literally what this is gonna be. I'm like, you're no fun. I'll go see it on my own. I should have gone to. I wish I could have gone to see it with Ashlyn because she would have had fun.
Well, I think this is like how certain, like, okay, you've ever heard that argument? People people who read books, you know, book consumers, and
I am
when there's
a
a movie,
consumer.
yes, but and then they say, oh, don't watch the movie, it's not nearly as good as the book.
Sometimes I want to enjoy things in a certain medium, and making a movie makes the medium accessible to people
Well, ain't that
who
something?
don't want necessarily or don't or have barriers to reading for one reason or another. First of all,
You're right.
second of all, there's an interesting media theory I was researching yesterday that essentially is the idea, and I can't remember the guy, but you can connect it back to the creator just by looking it up. Essentially, that the message is the communication, like the medium is the message. And
Okay,
so
well,
looking at what the medium tells you about like what is the medium saying to you as a consumer.
okay, so maybe that was a bad analogy then, because a book and a movie are two different things. These are two films with the same name, so that's even more redundant. So,
Oh, I didn't realize you were still blocking the text. Hold on.
my big head is blocking the text.
What if I just sit you on my head?
The last Disney movie you saw was Toy Story 4? Damn.
Just standing on
Holy
my head.
shit.
Moogie has little legs. Just put.
But yeah, no,
you know,
the reason, yeah, no, and I don't mind, like, I don't mind seeing it because I want to make an opinion. I just feel like, you know, as one of my favorite Disney movies, I want it to be, I have higher standards
Just
for
go
it.
watch the original.
I love the
Damn.
original.
I'm not saying this is gonna be God's greatest gift to filmmaking or remakery, but like, it's a movie to go and have a good time, and I am sorry that your standards are so high. Why is Mikey so teeny tiny? So that you can read the text, Shippy. I can't really flip
That's
him.
why.
And if I put
I'm
him
a
over
duckling now.
If I put him over here, actually, you look kind of cute over there.
Wow.
Alright, you're gonna be by the Daily Goal.
You don't like Lilo and Stitch remake? You go over here. To the banished area.
There, I'm gonna make you bigger. Hold on.
Okay.
Shippy wants to be able to see your bill flapping. Alright,
Okay.
there you go, Shippy. Is that slightly... And it's, you know, you can all stare at Mikey and stare at the Daily Goal.
Okay. So, I loved Wreck-It Ralph. I hated the sequel. And I hated the sequel because I loved the original. And that doesn't mean I hate the sequel because it's not the original. I hated the sequel because it wasn't good. Because of the bar that the first one, the precedent that the first movie, placed, right? It had a, it made me think that, this is like the standard for this, this movie franchise, Wreck-It Ralph. And it just failed to meet that standard.
Hey, Zootoonist! Is Zootopia live action when?
Well,
It'll just be like Lion King, where it's not actually live action, it's just one big CGI fest. Well, to be fair, Marvel movies are one big CGI fest. Those are technically animated. But no one wants to say that. Or at least, most casual movie watchers don't want to.
You woke up and chose violence today, didn't you?
What?
You woke up today and chose
No,
violence.
we were. I walked in on you talking about watching Lilo and Stitch,
I
and I'm
want to
like,
see
well,
it. And Fluffy Nerd
I said-
had a good time.
I said I'm open to
you
seeing
just
it too.
wanna be piss and vinegar about it. You
That's
haven't
not
even
true.
seen the movie, and you want to be piss and vinegar about it.
Well, I've seen the trailer, and
And it looked
No.
fun.
the original looks fun.
You can
This
stay
looks
home,
lifeless.
and you can watch it on TV on your Blu-ray with your Redenbacher's Orville's popcorn at home,
Huh?
and I'll go watch the movie and have movie theater popcorn.
Like I said, I'm not against seeing it and making
Good
up my
thing
own
you're
opinion,
here.
but based off of the impressions that I got,
because you'll complain the whole time.
am I gonna lean over and be like, "This is the part where I'm gonna complain"?
Yeah, it's gonna be like you and that megaphone meme. You're gonna be not the megaphone. Yeah, the girl's like info dumping on the guy, and it's that's gonna be you. I'm gonna have you sit in the back of the theater, and I'm gonna sit closer to the front.
Yeah.
I
no,
understand this was a call.
But yeah, I remember when Wreck-It Ralph was coming out, we were hoping that Mario would be in it. And he wasn't. At least he was mentioned.
It's Mikey jamming all the Sonic tunes. Oh, I should share my screen with you.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to. Let's give him bread. Yes, give me bread, please. Give me that bread.
Yes, you
Please.
guys can click the link at the top of the chat to give Mikey bread.
I actually love bread. Bread and cheese. I love it.
Honestly, this should be like the give Mikey bread shit. Look at this.
Why are they doing this dance? That would make my brain hurt. I like that bird character though.
I know you do. No, I
But yeah,
didn't
no.
reach the value.
Please don't be mistaken.
it.
I'm up for seeing the movie. Just on a $5 movie Tuesday.
All
for
right,
sure.
Mikey. I'm gonna go see it not in a $5 movie theater. We don't even know if we have $5 movie Tuesdays
All right, I'll
here.
check. I'll check.
Yeah, verify that first. Second, you're gonna be limited to 3 complaints.
3 complaints.
3 complaints after the movie. During the movie, I want no complaints. I want to watch the film. Okay, apparently the forest was too loud. Our eardrums were gonna burst, so we got lost in the spiritual forest or whatever.
Huh?
No Zootopia live action. What made me lose interest in the live action remake were the changes that Disney announced. What changes?
Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The changes that I've heard. They're not good.
Yo, Art! Thank you for giving Mikey bread! I'm gonna listen.
Oh my god.
So I just requested a sketch from Dragon Shadow.
Oh,
I can't
cool.
wait to show you. Also, this game looks really clean and adorable. God, I just wanna ream Vanilla the Rabbit's poo scene.
No!
I just wanna
What did
fuck
he
her so
say?
Stop!
badly.
You were actually
Oh,
being
yeah.
really...
Wait,
Oh.
that's actually a stupid question. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see.
You're gonna be very... Oh my god, Art, you're gonna kill me. No! No! Ah! Ard! I can't
Thank you,
breathe.
Ard. Thank you, Ard. Yeah.
You're gonna be
Can't-
very
can't
happy
breathe.
with your dragon sketch. She's awesome.
And I looked to see what the movie prices are, Axel. It's $15 a ticket.
There's no $5 movie Tuesday?
I guess they're not doing that anymore.
Find a different theater.
And it's not only that, Crystal Tikal, but they changed the ending. That kind of just shits all over the whole meaning of the original movie.
No, it doesn't. You haven't seen the movie.
Based off of what I have heard.
No, we're gonna go see.
I mean, I don't
the
know how it
movie.
can be justified.
Mikey, I'm just gonna go see it by myself. You're banned.
Yes.
You're banned. You complain too much.
I'm not complaining. I think this is a valid
You-
complaint.
You haven't even seen the movie, and you're complaining based off a hearsay of changes that you haven't seen with your
It's
own
not a
two
hearsay.
eyes.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
It's not.
Like, that-
the
that
way
is
you describe it
objectively
is
what
not what
happens.
happens. You act like Child Protective Services came and ripped her away from the family.
It's even worse when she's willingly given up.
She doesn't give up. Oh my god. I have the energy to fight with you on this. Find us a $5 movie theater nearby. I'm gonna go see it after the stream. I'm just gonna go buy a ticket and see it tonight.
Oh my god.
Yes, yes.
Alright, thank you for the 5! Oh no. Oh fuck, I'm getting
Honestly,
fucked.
I hate the changes that they made to the Lilo and Stitch remake.
Lilo!
Completely misses the point of what made the original Lilo and Stitch movie. I would rather cut my own dick off and eat it than actually give Disney my movie. So cringe.
Well, that's what I was saying, but not nearly as grotesque.
You don't want to give Disney your money. That sucks. You're serious. Damn.
Are you gonna tell him he's complaining too?
No, because
What's the difference here, Axel? What is the difference? What makes Ard's complaint valid is him saying he'd rather cut off his dick than see it, than me here saying I'm willing to see it, but I'm going to be critical because I love the original. Like, what is so
the
bad?
difference
Why
is-
are you coming at me for that?
I'm coming at you because you are trying to make an argument based on other people's opinions and statements and feelings about the movie that you have not come up with your own. And Art is you're not making the same point. Art is just simply saying...
Do I need to say I need to cut off an appendage?
No. Art is literally... You're saying two different things, and I don't think you understand that. Art is saying... I don't want to give Disney my money, fuck off. And you're saying, I don't like other people's opinions of the movie, so I'm just not gonna see it.
I never said I don't like people's opinions.
You're saying I don't like the changes
Well, what
they
I'm-
made.
The changes, okay, this has been confirmed, and if this is the case, you know, like I said, I'm curious to see as to, like, how they'll pull it off, but do I think it's going to be better than the original?
That's different.
No.
Art isn't even saying he's curious about pulling it off, other than his dick. He's literally saying, I don't want to give Disney my money.
Well, that's why I said I'd rather do it on a $5 movie Tuesday.
Well, you find me a $5 movie theater.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Fluffy Nerd says Axel has a point, Mikey.
What's the point?
My point was that you're not making the same argument that Art is. You're making two very different points.
All I'm saying is that the original movie, I think, is really good, and I fail to see the point of this one existing unless it is going to exceed the original.
Mark's point is that he doesn't want to give them money, and he heard about the changes they made, and he doesn't even want to bother.
Yeah, and I heard about the changes they made, and I otherwise wouldn't go see it, but obviously, you're telling me
I hit a button.
you're telling me I should see it for myself in order for it to be valid.
I'm saying that you're just comparing it to the original when you haven't seen the movie. Art, thank you for the 5 and giving Mikey bread!
Disney basically committed a 9/11 to the story of Lilo and Stitch
What?
that killed my interest in watching to
Oh my
watch
god!
it. Their remakes suck and soulless cash grabs. Fuck modern Disney. They can suck my dick.
Oh my god.
Wow! I didn't realize you felt so strongly about this, Art Hammond. Not only that, like, not only is it strongly worded, but you're putting money behind this statement, and to me, you're really resting your case. You are staunchly. At this point, you've given me the cost of the movie ticket. Like,
Yeah, like honestly,
holy
what he's
shit!
saying,
That's something.
what he's saying, yeah, like from what I have heard, I do not like the changes. I feel like it contradicts the original message from the movie.
Come on,
Like the
buddy.
original
Show me
movie.
what you got.
Like the big message about Ohana. I feel like that's a huge contradiction.
Yeah, but the fact that people step in to help her so she can go to college, why is that not Ohana? Why is getting help to raise your family bad? Why is asking for help wrong?
It's not that asking for help is wrong, it's just that Nani has, she has a character arc in the original movie, which was basically, despite their parents being gone, it's up to her to step up and...
Yeah, and find a man to help her raise her kid's sister instead of having
it's not
extended family. Like, it wasn't David's job to step in and help raise Lilo.
Yeah, and they pawned her off on him in the remake.
Yes, Kid Caffeine, I also feel like the trees especially... They
So,
don't
Axel...
pawn her off on David in the remake?
They do!
That's not what I've heard. I haven't seen the movie, so we're having a conversation.
It's either that or the
about-
neighbors or something. But my point is,
It's not the neighbor. Well, it's extended family.
Okay, so the original is all about found family, right? It's not just Nani and David, it's, the aliens as well, like Jumba and Peekly and...
Yeah.
Like them, all of them.
I don't know.
And
They're here, aren't they? Aren't they in the remake?
they're villains now! Jumba's a fucking villain!
Well,
None of them come together and become family. It's all fucked up.
Oh.
It completely shits on the original. Yes, it does.
Okay,
like,
now
why?
that changes the fact.
Doolittle, oh my god!
Whoa! Holy shit!
It also doesn't help that Disney supports genocide and supports bad people by casting them in
And
their
Ard.
movie. If you know what I mean by that, you would know why I don't want to give Disney my money. Fuck Disney.
No, I don't know what you're alluding to, Ard. You'll have to tell me more about that I'll have to do my own research, but I want to hear you're gonna have to tell me your opinions and your findings on Discord then, because I think that's starting to get outside. Doolittle! I think
The former
starting...
I understand, the latter I'm not sure.
Yeah, the latter I'm not familiar with, Ard, so beyond the confines of... Yeah, you can send me... Doolittle! Thank you for the hundo! Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you very much. In order to have your own opinion, you must watch it yourselves.
And I would normally agree with that. However, this is a remake of something I've already seen before. And I'm only hearing... These are my opinions on the changes that they've made.
We gotta go see the changes ourselves.
Yeah, I know. I gotta see how they pull it off, but but these... I
Hold
don't
on.
like the changes.
We're getting a flashback of how she met the little dragon, and that's very... I gotta stop the world. I will stop the world to see how she met her little dragon. Look,
Okay.
Mikey, a cow!
Ooh,
You
I
love
see him.
cows.
I do.
Cattles. You love cattles.
Cattles, but
Love
thank you,
Nerd.
Doolittle.
Love you, Nerd says,
Wait.
damn, Doolittle. Damn!
Why is that cow walking like that though?
What do you mean? That's
Why is it walking like that?
That's its shape!
Why is it walking like that though? Look at that strut. Why is it walking
Yeah,
like
it's strutting.
that?
Guys, don't forget to like
I don't know
Doolittle's comment. Thank you very much, Doolittle.
Thank you, Doolittle. Seriously appreciate it. And I don't know if I said hi to you, Kid Caffeine. Hello, Kid Caffeine. It's always good to see you, man.
I responded to Doolittle in chat. There we go. Alright, Renoa says, Rem, are you listening? I told you not to wander.
Yes.
And he's like her older brother, so he's very protective of her. Rem says, yes, Renoa. Look out, a dragon! Oh no! He's growling!
Oh no, it's a Dorgan.
It's adorable. Oh, I love the little comic panel here. That's so cool. This is so...
I like the art style.
Me
yeah.
too. What a great little storytelling change in this game. Oh, it's just a youngling. Perhaps it was chased out of the forest and into human territory.
Reminds me of the Sonic Storybook cutscenes.
Emilio says, just got back to the $100. That's the second time I've seen someone do that. Yes, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the like button on the comment and the stream while you're at it. Renoa says, poor thing, his colony will reject him now that he has our scent. I doubt he'll last long in the forest. That's so sad!
Rem.
Oh, aren't you all alone too? Not the puppy dog eyes!
It seriously looks like a Yokai Watch character.
I mean...
It really
this
does.
is-
I know it's level 5, I know.
This is the
I'm
company
just saying.
that made... Yeah, for all we know, the
I
character
know.
designer... For all I know, the character designer for Yokai Watch designed this little guy, so...
Yeah, so if you didn't tell me that this was made by that company, at this point I would have already figured it out.
It's alright, little one. From now on, I'll make sure you're never alone again. What do you think of Growler?
Growler?
That's his name. Your growly little voice is so cute, she says. Look, that is so precious. You and I will be together forever, Growler, I promise. I love the art in this game. Oh, this game is my new crack cocaine. And just like that, we became best friends. The first friend I ever had. One of my favorite memories. It was straight out of a fairy tale.
Hey, pal!
Hey, Growler, you listening, buddy?
Look at that cow, look at him go.
Look at him strut. There's all kinds of people and creatures in this game. Alright, here's the cow. Let's see what he has to say. Or she, I should say. Want some milk to go? Moo!
She knows Art is here.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I love the chip style, too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Alright, that scene was so cute, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing.
We were, well, or what we were doing or what we were talking about?
Yeah, I didn't know what we were talking about. I forgot what I was doing in the game.
Let me see. Okay, so in order to get a $5 Tuesday, you need to join AMC Stubs.
Okay, I was a part of the Stubs membership before. I have the free version. I have the free Stubs.
And apparently they're going to be slashing ticket prices by 50% on Wednesdays. I don't know when that is going to be. Like, when they're going to start doing that.
Alright, he wants crispy, crunchy, fresh radishes.
Got a sec?
I don't know if I can harvest without the farmer ability.
Apparently Regal has half price Tuesdays. Hold
I think
on.
I'm gonna have to become a farmer, guys.
we have them nearby?
Am I gonna have to learn
No,
to
we don't.
farm?
Do we? Actually, we might.
Oh, sometimes our vegetables turn out huge, bigger than me, and they have faces. What? I ain't fooling.
I ain't fooling.
Exactly. I would do more voices, guys, but obviously I'm a little sick, so thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that to your throat.
No, I wouldn't.
The latest one that's showing tonight is 9:45.
Alright, guys, I gotta end the stream. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
I gotta go see the Lilo and
But
Stitch movie.
I don't even know what their what their ticket prices is.
Little G.
Hold on. Let me see.
Sure.
Okay, that one was $6. Oh, actually, they have a service charge, so it ends up being like 8.
So there are people across the world that have been turned into objects. Some of the most talented people in this world have been turned into objects called strangelings, and that's what we have here. This lady is a watering can, but she was a person, so. Great, I don't need to learn to farm then.
Huh?
Sure.
Oh, this is the person we're looking for.
You know, despite all that, Ard, if they remake Tarzan, I know your ass would be in the seats. You know, I just gotta say that.
I don't know if there's anything in the world that can come between Art and Clayton.
Clayton. Yeah.
My question is, if people so vehemently dislike remakes, why is it that they keep making them? Like the Snow White one was it bombed apparently.
The reason why the Snow White, okay, there's a couple of, you asked a couple of different questions here. So,
I did.
The Snow White one, what'd you say?
I did ask a couple different questions. Go ahead and take a shot.
Okay, so the reason why the Snow White one failed is because the lead actress for Snow White, I forget her name,
That's tough.
but she basically sabotaged the movie. And Disney was apprehensive about marketing the film because of her strong, divisive messages during the movie's promotion. And they had to go back and change a lot of things because there was a lot of controversies about casting little people.
Of course.
And whatnot. The movie just was in production hell for such a long time, and Disney just didn't have confidence. And their lead actress just turned a lot of people off from wanting to go see the film.
That she...
Rachel Zegler, yes, thank you, Timothy Clement. So, and as for why people like seeing live action movies, I kind of said it earlier. It's just a lot of people think that cartoons are for kids, and the only reason why they like to go see them is because they think the more realistic, the better. Think of, like, remember how in the 90s when everyone was obsessed with getting more realistic graphics?
Yeah.
And more realistic doesn't always mean good, you know? Because that kind of removes a lot of the imagination. Right? So there's a reason why a lot of people prefer, or they get excited about it, because they don't have to feel guilty for watching a cartoon. They feel like it's more grown up. And the reason why Disney likes making it is because it's a refresh on the IP. It's an excuse to recycle ideas that they've already had, you know, ideas and resources. It's another excuse to just, because the reason why they do that is because it's a lot harder to sell a new IP than it is an established one. Stitch was already very popular, And now this will just make him even more popular. It's an excuse to get more Stitch merchandise out in the stores. That's the only reason. So when, I think it was Fluffy Nerd who said it's money, that is why. Money, and because they're playing on the insecurities of adults who want to watch the movies that they enjoyed as a kid.
Art, thank you for the 5!
I sent context
Thank you,
of my
Art.
last donation to you guys on Discord. I hope you guys understand the context of what I mean. If Disney does remake Tarzan, then Clayton better fuck Tarzan. Clayton be Food King, that beautiful hole that teases him. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, not the oh yeah! Oh. The fact that you put those two in the same... Only you. Oh, the fact that you did that. Only. Oh my god, I don't want chat logs. No. Why do I keep hitting that button? Fuck.
Thank you, Ard, for the 5, but I wanted
I
to continue.
died.
Well, Axel, like I was saying though, that the reason why is because people go see these movies is because it's a lot of adults who grew up with Disney movies as a kid, and they don't watch them anymore because they think it's just for kids, so they have their kids watching. So when or they they'll let the kids watch the cartoons, but when they come out with these live action remakes, they're like, oh, it's not bright and colorful. This is meant for me. My life is dreary and gray. Now I can watch a version of this movie that's dreary and gray that matches me. Okay, that was a bit jaded, but
You're so.
Basically, what I'm saying is a lot of these live action remakes.
You're wrong. The word
a lot of these live action. Yeah, they remove the fantasy by making it more grounded in reality. They remove the bright, colorful palette, even though they could make these movies more colorful. They just choose not to because, things being more gray is, more real. I guess they want it to look more real. It's just I don't know. It's just really strange. And like I said, and the reason why I'm critical of this is because besides the fact it's a remake, which feels redundant since the original movie still holds up really well.
Thank you for the context, Art. That's a lot to process. I'll be processing that for a while. Holy shit.
So the original movie, in my opinion, still holds up incredibly well. Incredibly well. So well, it's not even that old. A lot of these movies, I could understand why Disney would want to remake them, because, look, Snow White, the original one came out, almost a century ago. Lilo and Stitch came out just over 20 years ago. So, the reason why they're doing this is simply because it's a quick refresh on it, and, it's just... The reason why
can you read me Art's and Fluffy Nerd's comments?
Yeah. Art said people's attitude towards cartoons and them rather watching a live-action remake over a cartoon is why I don't support the live-action remake. Fluffy Nerd said, yeah, I'm in the Prince and the original just showed up in 2 scenes, but that's it. But honestly, I never cared for Snow White. That's my hot take.
The Prince only showed up for 2 scenes? What the fuck?
So, another reason that's an issue with these remakes is that
thank you for reminding me, Crystal, to call. I have been spending them, but they're very important for my protection here. The reason I died there was I was trying to activate LB and Art, thank you for the 5.
You should watch Milo and Tarzan, where Tarzan butt fucks Milo.
No!
Also, the people who think watching a live-action Disney movie over a cartoon are why I refuse to support these remakes.
That makes sense.
I genuinely hate that attitude. Animation is cinema, period.
I agree. Animation is cinema, and not just for
Animation
children.
is.
That's a very, very American opinion, and in other places in the world, cartoons are just a valid of a storytelling vehicle as is anything else. They're not categorized as just solely for children, and that is why I love Japanese media, and I think that's why so many people love Japanese media, because it recognizes that there isn't just one mode of storytelling, that you can tell a very serious story, a very dark story, using colorful characters and beautiful worlds.
So that's why I'm like, well, Lilo and Stitch is not that old. It still holds up incredibly well. I feel like this remake is kind of redundant. And simply due to the medium change, I think it's inferior. Like, just simply because of the merit that the original has a lot of fantasy, like, just fantastical and colorful whimsy that is lost in the remake. I know it's lost because they have Jumba completely turn into humans because they don't want to have CGI characters on the screen for too long.
They're literally
like,
denying
they don't want to commit. They don't want to commit.
They're denying yeah, I see why you feel like it's unfaithful just based on that fact, that change alone. They're denying the fidelity of the movie is already ruined for you based on that alone. You don't feel like it's a faithful remake without them.
Yes, I feel like what's the point in remaking a movie if you're just going to make it worse? Like, I get that it has a purpose for people, and it's for people who otherwise don't want to, who write off the original simply because it's a cartoon, or people who just will watch it and just, I guess, not really think too much about it. You know, I don't know, but I can't help it. I'm an animator. Like, animation means a lot to me. So, and the original movie means a lot to me. So I hold it to this really high standard. Well, you get what I'm saying? I don't want to sound unfair. I think I'm being fair. Right?
I
think it's
understand
fair.
the point you're making.
And with the whole message about Ohana meaning family, like, the whole thing is like about found family, and the characters that become the found family are not. They don't have that at the end.
The found family is not found.
Yeah, Jumba's the bad guy because reasons, I guess. The original villain, you know, who's there in the original movie, is not in this movie whatsoever. It feels like all the CGI just went into Stitch. Which I guess is good for people who just want to watch Stitch go you know, the entire time, but but you know, to me it's like, do I think the movie is terrible? No, I based off of what I heard, I don't think it's terrible, but I feel like it's an inferior remake to the original because the original still holds up really well, and if that's the case, I just fail to see the point of it.
They were always able to like turn it to disguise themselves as humans.
Yeah, but when apparently they are reportedly humans like 95% of the time in the remake.
Yeah.
Not like in the original one, they you know, they still had disguises. Like, they were still dressed up as actual humans. And you didn't really have to like there wasn't really you didn't really need suspension of disbelief because it was a cartoon. And that would have been really funny if they were still dressed up as you know, in human disguises, like not as actual humans, but just in human clothing. But we're still obviously alien, and the humans were none the wiser. That would have been really funny. Totally missed opportunity in the remake, by the way, for that. And yes, I haven't seen it, but because it's a remake, I technically have already. I know what happens. Now I know what happens like with the differences because this is what a lot of other people are upset about too. And you know, I don't want to just parrot what other people are saying. I agree that you know, just I don't understand why, like, even if it technically works for this movie, it still seems like an inferior choice compared to the original.
Cross-dressing.
So that's why I'm like,
Bleakley was always the best, Spark. I used to
that's
love
not in the remake.
Man, I used to love that about Bleakley.
Yeah.
I thought Bleakley was great. I thought Bleakley was fantastic, quite frankly.
Yeah, I liked him too. I liked him and Jumba, and yeah, I liked all of the characters. So that means because of this, because of the ending,
to dodge having
yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
They want to make sure that this movie can get in cinemas across the world, all over the world, But because of the ending, like the choice they made with the ending, that means all of the movies that they made and like the expansion of the universe in the original cannot happen. So no other experiments unless they change it up big time, but it cannot happen anymore. That's how big of a change it was.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not just Nani going to school. It's literally Nani choosing to, instead of, because in the original she chooses to make it work despite the hardship because family comes first. In this one, she chooses school.
I mean, to be fair, they help her choose school. Like, she has
and I get that
support and is able to choose school. And I don't think she should be demonized for that.
I don't either, but you got to remember the whole movie it's not supposed to be realistic, but it should have a good message.
I mean,
and the message is
realistic now. It's live action.
Not always. They still could have had, she still could have made the choice, prioritize Lilo over it. But that's what made Nani great in the original, is that despite the temptations of giving up Lilo, she still decided to.
Well, it was never about her wanting to give up Lilo. It was about them threatening to take Lilo.
I know. Yeah. But that's the thing. She didn't want Lilo taken from her. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know that, Ard.
Well, to be fair, Ard, what a lot of people aren't really taking into account is when you adjust for inflation.
Oh.
No. If you adjust for inflation, it didn't outdo the original. But at this rate, it will.
Oh. This is Pino. He looks cool. I like the ocarina around his neck.
Yes, Spark,
Dude,
exactly.
I
new
love
movie.
this character design so much.
Oh, he's cool.
He's really freaking cool.
The original, or the new movie, the end message, based off of what I've heard, goes against Ohana means family, and nobody gets left behind. Damn, Art, I didn't want to say that.
Sure.
I didn't want to say that because I feel like that's talking down on people that go to see it, but, like, damn, you're just going in. You're just going in on it.
Ard's allowed to feel that way.
I don't want to do that.
What happened at the 2022 Oscars to McCoy? Remind me, please. Dude, he has fluffy ears! Look, they're wiggling!
Oh boy. Is that a tail or is that his hair?
I don't know, but I love him!
It's his hair.
It's half human. My other half, not so much!
Hey.
So, all that being said, despite the bitching,
Sure.
I still want to see it for myself because you're right that it's just hearsay, but a lot of it is based off of objective information. These are objective changes that they made, but I still want to form my own,
That's tough.
I still want to see how they did it. Do I think it's going to be better? No, I don't. But at least I know that going into it, so I won't be disappointed.
I wanna look at
The reason why I'm interested in seeing it is because Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies ever, and that's why I saw Aladdin, because that one is also up there. Ard's like, down with modern society, and he just does his little tap dance.
Crystal Takal, if your island is still a 1-star, you don't want it to be, I did very minimal work. All I did was I tore down this little ledge, like this originally extended all the way over here. So I terraformed slightly to put this house here. I have 2 houses and my own house. I put down a bench and a little fire. And that's all I did. And a sign. I put the sign down too. It's St. Basil Island. I didn't.
She spelled it right this time. I don't know if you emphasized that point.
It was always
earlier.
spelled right. It just had an extra space. It just had an extra space at the end.
I know, but
It was St. Basil Space Island.
I mean, at least you're able to bring that back 5 years later now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't want to insult anyone who's seen the remake and liked it. That's not what I want.
How dare you! How dare you like media?
No, I'm just saying, me personally, I just don't see the point of a remake. I feel like it's just going to be, unless they do something different and better, there's just no point.
Spark, I would like to host one more garage sale for New Horizons. I do plan on streaming at least one more garage sale stream and one more island visit stream. Maybe if it's populated enough and there's enough people that want to share their islands, we might do two. But definitely one more.
Cook is ready to help.
So, you know, Ashlyn and Rich went to go see it, and Rich has never seen the original Lilo and Stitch, so next time we're together, we have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, he has never seen it. No, he has never seen it.
I'm surprised Ashlyn didn't have him watch that before going to see it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I know she doesn't own the movie, and she doesn't have Disney Plus.
Okay.
Anytime at
What
all.
I'm hearing is Mikey hates remakes, Kid Captain says. That's correct. And Mikey especially takes it personally. It's very personal and near and dear to him because he's an animator, and seeing people put less emphasis on fun, imaginative character design and colorful worlds and seeing them being relegated to the children's toy box upsets him because he knows how much of a great and powerful storytelling vessel that animation is and can be, and we're being starved here as an American audience, and he takes that very personally.
So,
Very
you know,
passionate about it.
you could have taken the route there that really just shitted on me, and I'm glad you didn't. So
Why would I do that to you? I'm
because
representing
I
your...
thought you were gonna act like I was being pretentious at first, but then I'm like, oh what? No, she's actually
No,
looking.
I was
She's spitting here.
I was actively explaining what's important and near and dear
Yeah.
to you.
I do not hate remakes. I don't like it when remakes are inferior to the original. Otherwise, I see no point. I feel like if you're going to remake something, then it should at least match the original's quality or be better. And, you know, if you're just updating it for, like, refreshing something, that's different. But with this, they actively changed the medium, and that's going to replace a lot of, it's going to replace the original in a lot of people's, you know, subconscious. Because, like I said, there's a stigma against animation. A lot of people think it's for children, and that's not true.
Only for children. I think it's
Yeah.
only for children.
Yeah, and that's my big takeaway from that. It's just a lot of people think animation is juvenile and don't give it a chance, so that's why Disney makes these movies, or at least part of the reason.
Get rid of this right now. Okay.
They know insecure adults will pay to watch this because then they won't feel judged for watching their favorite movie in a medium.
People always. I don't
They do.
personally know anyone
They do.
who fits that description. I'm not denying that your vision isn't reality, but I am
Out of-
telling you that.
Out of our yes, because of the people we choose to hang out around with, all like cartoons and anime.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if you walk into a Walmart, if you go into a like an average like store, if you go to any average workplace, let's say a call center, and you ask people what they think of The Lion King, right? They're gonna say, "Oh, the original one is too bright and colorful. It's for my kids." But they'll say, "Oh, I love the remake. I love the live action one." Because that's for me. That's I've literally had this happen.
Doolittle says, mad respect for art, for not only seeing outside the box, but also the ability of expression of opinion. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, true.
Spark. I don't know why I read the first part of Xeno Spark, but Spark said having Nani leave is like having Jack Skellington actually be successful with his Christmas endeavor.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm like, part of Ohana, the message of the original movie was that despite hardships, you choose family. And then you make it work from there. And it's not just family, it's found family.
Hey,
and
buddy.
in this remake,
Hey there.
based off of what I have heard, and this is an objective fact because this is what actually happens. She goes to school, she leaves, and Lilo gets a foster family. So
I don't think she's getting a foster family.
it's technically a foster family.
It's not a foster family. It's her extended family. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. This is what I've been told.
So, give me a second. I will double check on that.
I mean, you should just go see the movie.
What am I mean, I guess.
Oh, I won't be able
Someone's
to
gonna
catch...
correct us here anyway.
I won't be able to catch this, but I'm gonna try, chat. So, we're level 14 angler, and this is a 25 fish, but we're gonna try, okay? We're gonna try. Let's see what I can
Sounds like 20 minutes.
Probably subconsciously why. Yeah, I don't know. Strength is right now. Let's see if I can put some skill points in being an angler that will help me. Ooh, plus 5 damage to sweet spots. Ooh, channel all of your strength into one big pull. This might actually be the route I want to go. Reduces charge time. Oh yeah, I think this is the tree I want to start with.
Yeah, no. David gets custody of Lilo. And she goes to the continental United States.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Well, I'm gonna go see the movie, so... Timothy Coyne said that in 2022 at the award ceremony, the people giving out the award for Best Animation treated it like it was a genre made solely for kids.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what people do.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, these remakes that Disney is doing is playing into that and just only enforces it. So it's not that I hate remakes. I think remakes can be great if handled properly. You know? Didn't Nani want to keep Lilo partly because she's the only one who understands her? In the original, yes. I don't know what the remake does.
Yes, Art, thank you for the 5! I'm listening. Go ahead.
To add on to Mikey's point, even Hollywood looks down on animation too. That's why these remakes exist. Reminder that the original Beauty and the Beast won Best Picture and no animated film has won that since because they see animation as kid stuff.
Oh wow. That's really telling. I did not realize that latter half art. That's super telling. That's the fact that the medium just isn't even. Yeah.
The
graphic novels. I mean, it's a lot like that with graphic novels as a medium too, because after Neil Gaiman's Sandman, I think it was I'm pretty sure it was Sandman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone can look this up, but after Sandman won a prestigious novel award, they changed it so that graphic novels could no longer win the award.
Yep. Because they don't view it as valid.
Correct.
They don't.
They don't view it as a novel. They don't view Just like people treat reading graphic novels as not reading when it is reading.
Yeah. So
The Academy in Hollywood as a whole just look down on animation and illustrations, Art says.
So that's why I think the 2002 Lilo and Stitch could release in theaters today as a new film, and there's nothing about it that would be archaic. There's nothing about it that would be outdated. It could pass for a new modern film. That's how.
There are some things that would need to be changed.
I'm talking about production values.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm telling you.
I'm not talking about Disney getting cold feet over certain decisions, creative decisions. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about production.
I think legally an address should be maintained, but
they got rid of that.
I know.
And that means the joke about, her being an ugly woman, it's removed too.
I know.
You remember?
Yeah.
Like when the humans saw Weekly in the dress,
Yeah, they
and
tried
Jum was
to
just
be
like,
so-
"Oh, that's just she's just really ugly."
And she'd always get so offended. Bleakley would get so offended.
He gets offended when I say she. It's because like
I know,
he's presenting the woman.
he's dressed up as a she.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I just thought it added a lot of like culture for the aliens, but I don't know. I'd have to. I'd
added a lot
rather
of
hear what that
character.
community has to say about it. I'm not in that community.
They're not happy
so
that it's removed.
I figured.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not happy it's removed.
Like I'm telling you, the only people who seem happy with this is reviewers, and people are saying that it's because they're paid. I'm not sure about that. I question that, but who knows? And Disney adults and people who just don't know any better. That's just what I have heard. That's what from what I've seen. But a lot of people who I've seen who actually also care about the original are not happy with this.
All right, guys, I'm gonna try this fish again.
And then there's just some people who just don't care because they want to see Stitch.
Beauty and the Beast won Best Picture. They made a separate category for Best Animated Feature. It's the same thing as Neil Gaiman's Sandman winning the Best Novel thing, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They had to create a special category because it was too good for them.
And so if they remade Lilo and Stitch in live action to be one-to-one with the original movie, like if they didn't make any changes whatsoever, it still would have been it still would have sucked because the medium changed. But if they embraced the fact that it was a cartoon, I'm gonna be honest here, at least One Piece live action embraces the original wackiness of the original, right? Even though not everything can translate, at least they try. With this, they don't. They don't embrace it. It's like they're ashamed of animation. They're ashamed that the original Lilo and Stitch was a cartoon. And it's just... I hope I'm not rambling here about this.
No, you're on my stream to have engaging conversations. I think you're making effective points. I think you're building on the conversation. I think that you're representing the reasons why we're seeing this shift in culture, and it's not even really a shift. It's a continued trend that goes back well over 20 to 30 years. And so, by shift, I mean, I'm trying to pinpoint what the shift is. I guess it's maybe shift just isn't the right word altogether. Let me go with
I wanted to say that not all remakes are bad. Some remakes are actually superior to the original. Think of The Parent Trap. That was a remake. The one with Lindsay Lohan. That was a remake. The Fly, the one that we watched. That's a remake.
The remake is superior.
That is a remake. And it's because they take what worked in the original and just make it. They're just able to make it better with advances in technology and whatnot. But with this, it just seems like it's one-to-one with certain parts, shot for shot, but with more dreary colors and questionable choices, and then they can't go through with the original's ending because it just wouldn't be believable enough. I don't understand. Why does Nani have to go off to school? I don't understand.
I mean, because education for women is an important choice, and
The message,
the
yes.
message of stay home and stay in the kitchen and raise children is not really what we push onto young viewers these days.
But okay.
I don't
okay.
think that's a healthy message either.
I do think that is not what Ohana, the message was in the original. It's
Well,
not the message wasn't.
Well, the truth is, Ohana does mean family, and family does mean nobody gets left behind. But why is it just Nani raising Lilo? Why is it that Nani doesn't get raised up too? Like, why is it that nobody gets left behind can't also mean that you should be supported so that you can go forth and better the livelihood and the standing of you and your family?
Well, I understand that, but the thing.
I'm very passionate about education and
Yes.
access to education, especially for historically marginalized groups like women.
Then why couldn't Nani go to a school or an institution that was nearby? Why?
That
did she
I'm
actually
not
have-
sure, because I would
Why
have
did
to
she have
see
to give up custody?
I would have to see the movie in order to answer that question.
I have heard of parents taking on multiple jobs and still,
Yeah, of course.
working hard.
I know plenty of parents people that are raising children and also able to attend night classes or online classes, and I don't know when they set the movie without knowing what time period that they actually set this movie in. It's difficult to answer your question. But Art says it doesn't help that in the animation industry, animators are treated horribly and people have to fight to get their vision realized, on top of the now really very valid fear that AI is replacing artists. And then also adds back onto the topic of the movie, Nani actually does go out and work. She actually makes money and has Lilo go to school and other stuff. My mom finished her bachelor's while working, tutoring, and taking care of my sister, my brother, and I. Yeah, I don't understand why Lilo had to be given up for custody to make this work. That's kind of what I'm curious about the movie.
So, to answer your question, the movie takes place in the modern day because they make TikTok references.
Fluffy Nurse says, I could tell you guys, but that's still spoilers, so I'm not. Okay. Alright.
But it takes place in the modern day because they make TikTok references in the movie.
Got it.
Which
right.
I think dates it, but whatever. But that's gonna date it than anything.
You have a personal problem with that. I think there's nothing wrong with a movie or a piece of media being indicative and encompassing of the time period that it was created in.
Okay, that's true, but the thing is, what makes the original one still stand up is because it doesn't have things like that.
I'm gonna let you guys watch the fish. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Let the state raise your children!
What? So basically, I just think that if they really wanted to make Nani look competent, if they had to have her go to the college, okay, have her go to college, have her work a job, and still provide for Lilo, because that's what the original Nani would have done. I know that's what the original would have done. Because that's what the original Nani was all about. Not pawning Lilo off on someone the first chance she gets. No, that's not it. That's why I'm like, the original message, the message of the original movie was that despite hardships, you make this shit work because family comes first. Yeah, and I get that she can use like a portal gun to see Lilo anytime she wants, but that's, I don't know, that feels like some cop-out shit. Like, what kind of Sonic movie bullshit is this? I don't know. It just feels watered down, and to me, it just sounds like they're trying to say, like, getting an education is more important than than having family. And I don't. And education is important. I just don't understand where this came from. Why? This wasn't in the original. Why? you gotta understand what I just said, though, Axel. Yeah, no, that's not what I said. Like, please hear the entire thing I said, Axel.
I just walked in and all I heard was, why is education important?
No, you heard the whole thing. You heard the whole thing.
Yeah, why is education more important than raising a baby? And unfortunately...
That's not what I said.
Education is more important than raising a child, because
I agree,
without education, you can't educate your children. You can't educate the people around you. You can't uplift your community if you can't get access to education.
Yes, but you're focusing on something that's not even my point.
Well, I mean, it was something you said, so I'm addressing it.
No, I said I don't know why Disney is making it seem like it has to be one or the other.
Because the reality is often it does have to be. I mean, unless you are born into resources in a family that is able to support you while you go to school, then guess what? You often don't get access to the same level of education or the same quality of education.
Okay, so that's the whole point of the original movie, is that with David and, Jumba and Pleakley, they can all make it work together. In this one, they don't have any of that, so she gives custody of Lilo up to David. Oh my god, no kid caffeine. That is not what I'm what I'm saying is...
Get back in the kitchen, Axel. Listen, I spent half the day in the kitchen. My kitchen duties are done. Thank you.
What I'm saying is...
we're not fighting, Fluffy Nerd. We're having a really great conversation.
What I'm saying is, if they really wanted Nani to look competent, like the original Nani was, they would have had her go to school and balance, raising Lilo. Because that's what the original was all about.
I just don't understand. I need to see this movie, because now I need to know, why is it that this whole support system didn't come together to make it possible for them to stay together? What is it that narratively forced David to take custody of Lilo?
Well,
okay.
Want me to tell you?
No, because I want to see the movie.
Well, no, I mean, it's okay, I've already technically explained it, but let me just streamline it here. The original villain, the villain in the original movie, Captain Gantu, right?
Yeah,
you remember him?
Of course I remember him.
Okay, he's not in this movie.
I know.
So that means they moved the villain status to Jumba. And Jumba was a huge part of the found family aspect.
Yeah, it's weird because Jumba was technically a villain, an antagonistic force in the original, and that he had his own motives to take out Stitch. But as
the creator, yeah.
So how did they change his motive to encompass the plot's protagonist goals then?
So in this one, because he's the villain and he needs to be defeated, he doesn't join the family. Neither does Pleakley or anyone else. So that means it's just Lilo, Stitch, Nani, and David. There's nobody else who joins the found family. And because of this, the family is smaller, and I guess they wanted to empower Nani, so they just decided to have her. They just pawned Nani or Lilo's, the custody of Lilo to David. Basically, the family is David, Lilo, and Stitch, except Nani.
Yeah,
Nani
thank you, Art. That's so well said. Well, Mikey, blame all that on a bad economy, a system that's too expensive to raise a family, let alone yourself and society. That's why Nani can't go to school and raise Lilo at the same time, according to Disney! Oh my god, stop, it's too real. It's too real. Like, obviously, I mean, we don't discuss this on stream much, but I've never wanted children. It's just not the reason I'm here. It's not my purpose in this life. But there are many people in my life that, I know several people that would love to have a family and they can't afford it. And even if I had wanted a family, I can't afford it. So, I mean, I hate how real your comment is, Art. Yeah, I know you don't like kids either. I know we've talked about that. And
Don't have money to raise a family? That's okay. You can just spend it on a movie ticket for Lilo and Stitch. 2025. Let's go.
yeah, unfortunately.
Please see our movie. Please see the new Disney movie. Come see our movie. It'll be great.
I mean, it's better than Wish.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's not like a
That
high
was an
bar.
animation.
Yeah, okay, and I'm not going to glaze it simply because it's an animation.
I know. It was so just. I wish it had been better. I really liked Little Star Mascot, and I wanted to see them.
Yeah, no.
All right, chat. I'm gonna give you guys. I'm not gonna progress quite in the plot. I'm gonna give you guys a input on the decision making here. We have a couple of things we can do, and I want you to help me
Go
decide.
get a drink. Be right back.
Okay. I guess I'll wait. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, chat. Mikey doesn't get to weigh in on this. You guys can help me. Okay, so here are your options. we can go and do some fishing in a place where I can actually catch things. In the village. We can go fight some monsters. Or we can progress in the plot. Or we can go to the desert. We don't really have a reason to go to the desert. I guess we can rescue some people in the desert. That's also an option. I don't really know what's there. I've only been there once, so. Personally, I'm leaning on the desert, but you guys let me know.
Jesus, Ard.
There are more of the family members. I'm not going to say who the other family members are, Fluffy Nerd is. I love that Fluffy Nerd is baiting us on these points. Aw, Fluffy Nerd, you'd like to have a family. That's awesome.
Well,
I hope that you get the economic opportunity, and I hate that it's so dystopian and fucked up that I even have to say that. Like,
It's true. Yeah, I feel like if people want kids, they should be able to have them.
I agree,
But
yeah.
Ard, someone raised your sperm turd ass. You know, I'm just saying.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because he said I don't want to. I want to live life for myself, and rather than be forced to raise a sperm turd, I'm like.
Oh, I didn't even see that comment. It's not on my end. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I don't think
I don't think chat cares where we go. Unless my chat just isn't updating.
Well, I was going to say I don't think we should be calling. I don't think. I think if you're gonna call kids sperm turds, like everyone is a sperm turd. Everyone had to be raised. Like much props to your parents, my parents for raising us. Like without them, we wouldn't be here.
I still want to punt the little children when I see them walking on the sidewalk to school. So nice of you to be noble, but I hated children when I was a child.
I'm not being noble.
So I hated the children when I was one. It's fine. Yeah, should I call the children little bastards? That's right, Art.
All right. Well, the thing is, I know. Kids can be annoying sometimes. I get it, but
oh my god.
I don't know. A lot of the time, I know they can't really help it. They can't help it. Oh god, maybe I am getting old.
I'm allowed to be around children. I am licensed, Kid Caffeine. I am licensed to be around children. I can testify firsthand how puntable they are. They're so puntable. Yeah, Crotch Goblin is my favorite.
Can somebody come get this little bastard? I'm tired of waiting.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you want kids, that's awesome. Power to you. I just want a better system.
I think having a child could be an enriching experience.
I'm just kidding, Fluffy Nerd. You can introduce me to your nieces or nephews. There can be very sweet children. There are very, very kind children that are growing into great human beings. But there are some of them that are perfectly puntable.
including the future president of the United States. That's what you were saying.
Yes! I'm just being funny.
No, I know.
Most people would like to have a family fluffy nerd.
A lot of people
You're not
would,
unusual.
yes.
You're the normal one.
You're literally biologically wired to want a.
Yeah, you're normal.
Yeah, you are fine. You're normal.
All right,
Art, it's okay. You're our favorite sperm turd.
You are. You're my favorite crotch goblin, Art. An area challenge will begin. Oh, cool. Your ratings and rewards are based on your completion time. Alright, great. In Ginormosia, you can find... I like Ginormosia better.
Oh,
My
okay,
biological wiring is
I misheard that.
What did you...
I thought you said Gynomorphia.
Oh, yeah, Ginormosia? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
If we're biologically wired to want children, I think I sorted out a long time ago, Sparks says. Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. It's okay.
I never had a strong desire to. I mean, obviously, of course,
I
you think,
wanted
like,
to play
if?
with the animals that came with my toys.
It's like, of course, you know, at one point you do question it. You're like, what if, right? Like, you have to come to a decision whether or not, like, you gotta
have
weigh
to come to a decision.
But basically,
so funny.
it's like, yeah, it's like you basically figure it out. You know, you kind of realize it, and I'm in the same camp. Like, I feel like I'm too selfish to have a child. I feel like I'm too busy doing things for myself.
I don't think not having children is selfish. I think having children and not wanting them is
I agree with that.
worse.
Yes. I agree.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Yeah, the reason why we got a cat is because the cat
Come on,
can
buddy.
take care
Show
of
me what you
itself.
got.
I mean,
If we, you know, any other animal besides dollars would be demanded. God damn it, Ard.
no! Art Hammond. Oh, I can.
Are you
mine
saying?
these.
I think Art is what he's really trying to say is he hit his head on the way out.
I'm not holding back.
Maybe like the doctor, you know, when as Art was being born, like maybe the doctor had like a pitcher's mitt or a catcher's mitt. I'm sorry, a catcher's mitt, and or like a Panda Express bag, and Art just went in the bag and fell through it and hit his head on the floor. Is that what happened, Art? You landed in the Panda Express bag, and then you just broke through it and hit your head on the floor? Is that what you did?
What is this vision?
I mean, it's a vision. Oh, this scene reminds me of that One Piece color spread. Nice.
Time to get to work.
But yeah, no, I couldn't really find a movie theater that has a $5 movie Tuesday. I know they're gonna do a $5 Wednesday at one point, but I don't know when. I think that starts in June.
Oh, that's probably because the kids are gonna be out of school.
Show me what you've got.
Probably.
Why isn't this guy fucking helping me?
He's got his back turned to you and everything.
Exactly. I'm like, hello?
Wow.
Okay, I guess I gotta talk to him. What the fuck is going on?
I'm not holding back.
You are holding back.
Yeah, you're not doing shit, bro. The name Doug is in the word Doug is in your name, bro.
I'm not holding back.
What is this fanfic you're writing about me, Mikey?
Alright, thank you for the 5! I'm gonna listen to what you say. What's up?
Remember, future parents, if you don't want me getting annoyed or mad at your
God,
kids,
no!
Show me
just
what you
beat
got.
your kids more so they behave.
No!
Don't let them run around and cause mischief and let them get on my lawn. or else I'll be pulling
Show me what
WWE
you've got.
moves on.
God! He's kidding! He is
Yeah,
totally
He's
kidding.
joking. The guy in the image with the toilet, that's him. He's joking.
That is actually art, yeah. So when you read and hear that comment, look at that face for full context.
Yes, he is kidding.
Art added in Minecraft.
Show me what you got.
Oh, man. But okay, I don't even think I retained anything that he just fucking said. Probably for the best.
Remember future children to keep your kids off his lawn. That's what he's saying.
I'm
Probably.
not holding
Do
back.
you even have a lawn, or is it just all sand?
Oh my
Like
God!
legitimate question. A legitimate question. Is that? No, I'm serious.
Oh my God, these questions.
I honestly don't know.
He's honestly uneducated, forgive him. All they taught him in art school was how to draw slightly better, how to use programs to make art, and
Time to get to work.
some like small fragment of art history. And the math he barely made it through, so you'll have to forgive his ignorance.
What does math have to do with this?
Show me what you
It's
got.
okay, Mikey.
No, it's a legitimate question.
Math
Like-
is a
was a
really
pretty good
great
one.
indicator of someone's ability to reason and work through problems. It is! Don't worry, Art, I got you. I'll roast the fuck out of Mikey any day of the week.
I don't know, Ard. I don't think you live in a sand dune, obviously not. But I just wonder how much grass is actually over there. I don't know, I've never been there.
Are you saying you want to go visit him?
I'm not holding back.
I mean, if it's safe enough, I would love to.
His place is safe. The places around, not so much.
Okay, let me rephrase. If the United States deems it as safe enough for me to travel,
You can go to Kuwait. It's the countries around Kuwait that are not as safe.
right, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm totally down for going to visit. I'd love to. Yeah, no, I'm not against it whatsoever. I actually, I am kind of fascinated with it. I want to see what it's like.
That was a pretty good one.
That question wasn't like meant to be like an asshole question. I legitimately don't know, like, if they have.
Got a sec?
How much grass is there? Like, do you just walk out and see sand?
Oh my
I know
God,
that
I'm
sounds like
fucking
stupid,
roasting!
but,
Shit, I forgot. It's a desert. Ah,
very topical.
check Discord.
I honestly don't know what, the
I
agriculture
look
there is
forward
like.
to him answering your question and roasting you in the same hint.
Fuck, Ard?
He sent you his front
You don't
lawn.
even want to know.
No! He sent that to me! No! Art Hammond! No! You put that comment away! Oh my God!
But no, I let me rephrase that question. What is the agriculture there like, now that you're putting it on my plate? What is the agriculture like in Kuwait? I know I could Google this right now, but I am streaming. So,
You just want to
I'm
hear it
offering
from
you-
Art.
I'm offering
Art
you,
said some
Ard,
naughty words, Spark, that I can't repeat.
I am offering Ard the chance to provide some engaging commentary in the chat. Ard, please tell us what the agriculture is like in your fine country.
Oh, wait.
Yes. But yeah, no, I'm serious. I would go.
Got a sec?
I would go. Fuck it. I'd do it. I'm
Look,
serious. I
Art,
would do
it's
it.
a sand spider. All kinds of sand creatures.
Well, ain't that something?
Wing. Have it. Wing. Damn, you're beating these guys' ass.
Yes. Oh, this thing is hard to defeat. Let's see if I can do it.
Mini spooky?
Nope,
I
get
should have called
off.
it a mini spooky. How do you feel about that word, Axel? Have you lightened up on it?
What word?
Poopy?
I don't like that word. No, I don't like spoopy. Stop. It makes me feel the ick.
Feel the ick, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like it. I don't know.
Thanks. I owe you one.
How these hit so hard? Okay.
You
And
got-
my
how many
controller
more-
doesn't let me hit LB and Y at the same time very easily, so...
How many more months until the spooky season? Like, that starts in September, right? Or here in Florida, it starts in July, so I guess we have like a
Got a
month.
sec?
You good?
Just dying. Thank you for the $100 again, Doolittle. I saw it. It's just now left the top of the chat. Thank you again. Really appreciate
Thank you so much, Doolittle. Seriously,
Makes a huge
that
difference and allows me to keep making content.
it really does. Thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Art, for the $40.
Ain't that something?
The $40, but at what cost, Axel? Out of all those messages you've had to endure, at what cost?
You know, it's 40% of my therapy bill. Well, you know, sometimes it's $110, but you know what? $40 out of $100
Got
is
a
not
sec?
so bad. Slowly but surely, Art Hammond is paying for my therapy. And you know what? We'll take that. We'll take it.
So Art says, okay, we do have sandy areas and desert areas in Kuwait, but we have a fair
I
amount
know
of
you have
concrete-
actual buildings.
Well, yeah, I never said you didn't have fucking buildings and
And
roads, bro.
even if you
I was just
didn't,
asking, like, what's the grass? Do you have, like, a lot of grass there, or what?
and even if you didn't have buildings like the people in the here do, I mean,
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
I'm not saying you, like,
God.
I'm not saying, like, you guys have cactuses and cacti in your car, but if you did, that would be cool. Actually, do you?
I'm sure
Now
they
that I
do.
think
It's
about
a desert.
That's cool.
That's inside some areas. I see. So they have like specially curated greenery landscapes too.
Yes, and that's... Thank you, Art. Yes, that's what I was asking. I don't know why you're acting like that was like an unreasonable question then.
It is.
It wasn't a bad faith question. It was just more like a, hey, you know what? I never thought about this.
Even
What
if you
is it
didn't
like?
live in buildings that are like the West and people were making huts, I mean,
Got a
that's
sec?
still a valid lifestyle that I don't think people should look down on.
Oh, of course.
Many people in the world still live that way, and I don't think that that should be shamed.
Dude,
Just saying.
yeah, we lived in Chicago where like there was no grass for over half of the year because it was too cold.
Oh, hey, there's fish here. And they're catchable by me. They're like within my range.
There are some people who live where it snows all year round and they
Come
never
on,
get to
buddy.
see grass.
Show me what you
So-
got.
Yeah, no, and like we went to go visit Los Angeles several times, and you know that's basically a desert. But they have
Show me what you got.
they do have some grass, but not a lot. But that's why I was
Yeah,
asking
some
about.
special areas.
I was asking about art. Then I was
Come
like, I
on,
don't know
buddy.
what it's like.
Show me
over
what
there.
you got.
Okay. Dan says, I got a capture card to record his free game footage, and I want to know, did you use an HDMI converter for your retro consoles? Yes, you have to.
Yes, we do.
Yes!
You
Yeah,
can
we
get
had
it
to
real
get
cheap
one.
off of Amazon.
Yeah, we got one for really cheap. Off of-
Yeah, it was like $10. I ordered
Maybe
it
not
years
even.
ago, but it's probably you don't
Come
need
on,
to pay
buddy.
for an
Show me what
expensive
you
one.
got.
The cheapest one will get your job done.
Yeah, I think we ordered ours in like, what was it, like 2020?
Yeah,
2019? I think it was
What you
2019.
got?
look at all these cactus fish I'm catching.
Come on,
think it's
buddy.
2020.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, wow. Wait, what the fuck, Art? What the
Come
hell?
on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna read that comment out loud, Art Hammond.
Show me what you got.
I just saw it, Art Hammond. I just saw Dan's
Got it,
comment
Zach?
first because it was bigger.
Wait, I just caught that last part. What?
I just saw Dan's comment first because it was bigger. It was slightly longer.
One that can be used for with the SNES.
Come on, show me what you got.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you can use it for consoles as old as that, you should be able to use it for basically everything.
I haven't had an instant stand where I haven't been able to use it for any of my older consoles. It's worked for everything.
Kit Kat Bean said,
I don't think it
Art's-
would work for my Atari. There's something else I need for my Atari, but I thankfully haven't needed to stream any Atari games.
You should see what Kit Kat Bean said in the chat.
Sure, let me go look. Chat, the music's gonna cut out for a second. Hold on.
You could always check on your phone too.
I don't have that nearby. It's charging.
Oh, okay.
I tell him this. I tell him this. I have literally sent Art Hammond bills. I have sent him not literal bills, but I've used,
Invoices. You sent him invoices.
I have literally, yes, I have sent him invoices via PayPal.
I'm not holding
It's
back.
a serious joke. This is
A serious joke?
for therapy.
Serious joke.
For my emotional damage.
This is my favorite part.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, emotional damage. Indeed.
Time to get to work.
Oh my god, I'm frying! Fuck. Can't go on the oranger.
Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta show you.
What?
Okay, Axel, I gotta show you this real quick. This just fucking came up for me.
What is
Hold
it?
on.
I gotta...
Alright.
I think I'm good. I don't think I like being in the desert. I think I want to leave the desert. I don't like it here, Art Hammond. I'm leaving. Your house sucks. I don't like it out here, Art Hammond.
Axel, check this
I
one.
found Art Hammond's house, guys. I don't like this, Art. This place...
Got a sec?
This place has too much sun for my liking. I
You
stand...
live in Florida.
Shh!
Look what I sent you on Discord.
Okay, hold on.
Got a sec?
Oh my god, let me up here. Alright, sure, Dan. You can drop it in the gaming chat. Alright, I'm looking to see what you said. Oh no. Someone actually made that. People actually feel that way.
Yes!
I thought it was a joke.
No! No! They're not joking! This is
Alright,
real!
for context chat, Mikey sent me a comic somebody made of a parody of the Lilo and Stitch movie poster, and it says, "Surrender your children to this state and pursue a shitty life in America."
Shiny life.
It says shitty, not shiny.
Does it? Oh,
Doesn't
Okay,
does it say shiny or shitty?
Okay, let me zoom in on it. It's shiny.
Oh, okay, a shiny life in America.
May 23rd. This has got, like, the lady and her kid, like, just staring at it.
What is that thing over there? Is this a person? got turned into a witch's broom. Hey, PK.
That looks like a fucking plunger.
No, it's a broom.
Got a sec?
It looks like a plunger.
Pop quiz. Who am I in the form of a broomstick you see before you? The answer is Hazel the Magician. My favorite things are puzzles and mysteries. Nice to meet you. Oh great, we have another villager that we can save and incorporate into our island village. Ooh, more fishing. After this, I think I'm done with resource gathering. I'm gonna continue the story.
Show me what you've got.
Oh no, PK, no. The whole stream has been about the Lilo and Stitch movie. I need to see it still, but...
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
I am more apprehensive about seeing it because based off of what I've heard and what I've seen, I think like it's fine.
I'm gonna go see it by myself, chat. It's okay.
But it's inferior to the original. Like, yeah, on its own, I guess it's fine, but it's inferior to the original, and that's why I'm like, what's the point? PK says, because it's fucking true.
Show me what you've got.
Yeah, no, I love the original Lilo and Stitch. It's one of my favorite movies. Disney movies,
Show me what you
especially,
got.
that's why I'm like...
I think Big Mouth is funny, fluffy nerd. It makes me uncomfortable in a fun way.
So, Big Mouth, okay, what's weird about Big Mouth is, before I've seen it, I thought it was weird.
I felt the same way you did, fluffy nerd, before I actually saw it.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's got a horrible art style. I don't understand the humor. Why are these kids? And then I watched it. I'm like, oh, okay, I think I get it.
And it's based off the creator's real lived experience as fluffy nerd. If you look at it as a non-fiction, like slightly exaggerated, fictionalized telling of someone's real experiences, like the creator Nick's experiences are really encapsulated in the show. It's actually really funny. It's down to earth. It's honest about a lot of things.
It's out there. It really is.
It is out there. There's some things that are wild in that show, but
and from what I heard, apparently the art style is ugly, so nobody actually wants to like find the kids attractive.
Yeah, because it is a show about, you know, middle schoolers discovering their everything. You know, you're competing with biology in middle school, so it's about his lived experiences and his friends and their experiences and kids growing up and the challenges they deal with as they go through puberty. So the style is ugly because they don't want you to think the kids are good looking, which I mean I can understand that.
Fluffy Nerd is like, but Sonic though? Yeah, I mean they make fun of a lot of things. Sonic is just one of the things.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. They were joking about Sonic because you can't see Sonic's dick. Like none of the characters have any visible, you know. Organs.
And they're naked.
Yeah. And as a show about a bunch of kids who, like, come on, when we were all kids, we thought of, like, why the hell, like, where is it? You know? Like, we all thought, right? So that's why, you know, the show just basically made a joke about it. What are they gonna do? Come find me? I don't give a fuck. Oh, because PK is gonna go to the high seas.
Yeah.
I mean, that is if you spend your time on watching. Like I said, even if I think it's like fine, as long as it's fine, like, to me that's still superior to the original. It should surpass the original if they're gonna remake it, in my opinion. But no, I still think the original one holds up so well that, you you know, they don't need to remake it for at least another century.
I don't know about that. I need to see it. The fact that it's, you know, the original doesn't. I mean, Nani's opportunities are definitely limited in her caretaking duties and like working full time.
Show me what you got.
Furthering her education and rising in you know, the corporate game that we call life. So I don't know. I need to see it before I really.
That's not what Lilo and Stitch was about, though.
It wasn't, but now it is apparently. And to what extent does that say something about society now, for better or worse? The fact that is incorporated, and technically you're wrong, because technically it was always a part of it. Nani is a character, and she's indentured into this caretaking position because her parents passed away. I mean, there was no support there for her. There is no upward mobility for her, so technically you are wrong.
Okay, so my point is... Okay, so in the original, the point was no matter the hardship, Nani was going to make it work. She was going to raise Lilo no matter what.
Nobody gets left behind.
Yeah.
Or forgotten.
She wasn't gonna do that to Lilo. And in this one, well, she does.
Well, what about Nani? Why does she get left behind or forgotten?
You're okay. I think what you're misunderstanding is that you felt Nani went through those hardships against her will, when that's not true.
I'm not saying she went through them against her will, but I'm saying what opportunities does she have in the original versus now? Disney made it a point to force us to have this conversation about her societal mobility.
It's not about her going to school or getting a job. It's about her getting to be with Lilo, no matter what. So, in this one, like, it's just... Kyoto. So it's not that she was thrust into a position that she didn't want. Like, yes, she fell into this circumstance under unfortunate happenstances, but the thing is she embraced what happened, even though it was frustrating, and made the most of it, despite just how shitty things would be sometimes, because it was worth it if it meant she got to be with Lilo.
Oh my god, I don't have any.
And that's what the remake doesn't understand.
I'd have to see it to comment on that. I just think that denying that the original offers and posits a commentary through Nani's character creation and the circumstances that she's finding herself in, and by not commenting on her economic viability and by not commenting on her educational mobility, that is a comment. And I think that that's important, and I do think it's something we do need to see in today's media. So saying that it doesn't need to be remade, I don't know about that, because I don't know what the message is in the current movie on what support looks like for women that do want to pursue education. I think that's very important for women to have opportunities.
Yes, but that wasn't the thing. The thing was that Nani getting opportunities wasn't the problem. The problem was Nani having opportunities and getting to balance Lilo with it. And which is what it was hard in the original, but she made it work. And that's what's admirable about it.
She didn't have opportunities in the original. She was constantly struggling to find a job, remember?
I know. What I'm saying is, once the found family aspect happened at the end, it made it a lot easier.
Yeah. I think we gotta realize the reality here. PK said Disney's not the magical company from your childhood, it's corporate evil. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. But there are people that are working underneath the umbrella of the corporate evil, and they have jobs, and those jobs are to make media that people either resound with, they either empathize with, or are challenged by. And so if movies are a current reflection of someone's collective group of people's view on the current world and the current society, looking at the differences between the original Lilo and Stitch and the current remake will tell you and reveal some important ways, for better or worse, possibly. It can offer you an interesting lens into how we have changed as a society, and therefore our creators have changed, and therefore their creations have changed to reflect that.
So the thing is about this is that you're putting more thought into it than Disney likely did.
Yeah, probably, but
So-
that's my default. So
I think the reason why they made this creative choice is because they wanted Nani to be an empowered woman and go to.
yeah, I get it. They wanted, there was a criticism from people that they turned her into a girl boss. So, yeah.
So I think that's what it is, and there's nothing wrong with a woman raising a family.
No, there isn't at all. And there also isn't anything wrong with a young woman wanting to get an education. But I need to see how it's presented. What am I? I'm trying to find an axe, but I don't own an axe, do I? I do, but I have no skill points in this, so I don't think I can actually use it.
I agree with PK. Just because a movie does well in the box office, it doesn't mean it's good. That's true.
Yeah,
But
it's
there's
just...
a lot of people. Sorry.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of people who say at the same time. There's a lot of people who say, "Oh, hey, look, it did well in the box office." Or, no, my favorite movie didn't do well in the box office. Therefore, it's or that movie didn't do well, so it sucks. Like, it didn't do well in the box office, so it's bad. And that's, I think people will use like the box office depending on whether or not it supports their argument. And in this case, I definitely do agree. I think a lot of people are seeing this simply because Stitch has turned into a mascot
Well, ain't
character.
that something?
He's a very marketable mascot character, much like Winnie the Pooh is. And I think a lot of people just want to see Stitch be funny on the screen. And not that there's anything wrong with that. If they want to spend their money to see that, that's fine. But I just think that this is going to tell Disney, like, hey, this is like, I don't know, to me, Stitch is more than just a mascot character. Like, he's part of a bigger
a
movie.
message. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's like, I loved more than just Stitch. I loved all the characters. I love the art, the colors, the art style, like, the animation is beautiful.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Yeah, I've heard of the anime. I've never seen it. I remember hearing something about it that I didn't like. I don't remember much about it. So
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
But apparently, it takes place like when Lilo is an adult and Lilo actually like
Show me what you got.
or something. Like she abandoned him or something.
Yes!
That's what I remember hearing. I don't know if that's true, but I remember thinking that was really shitty.
Show me what you've got.
If anyone can fill me in on that.
Show me what you've got. Yes!
There's an episode where he went to Tokyo Disneyland. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Stitch is very popular in Japan. Lilo and Stitch is very popular there. And I love the TV series as well. It's good shit.
Well, ain't that something?
The chest has a crown on it. I want to see what's that about.
For context, she didn't abandon him. She didn't meet up with him like they promised because her sister was having a baby and they thought... And then when Stitch thought that it was actually destructive ways... Huh, that's strange. Still strange. TK says, just like the live-action Lion King movies, not canon, doesn't exist. It technically has its own canon now, with Mufasa. And we saw Mufasa, and I thought that was like I thought Scar was interesting. But I don't know. The music for that movie wasn't the greatest. I'm trying to remember. Like, I just remember Scar being just the reason why he turns evil is simply because, you know, Mufasa was Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's literally it. That's the whole reason why he turned evil. And he got manipulated. Like, he was easily manipulated. But it's simply off the merit that, like, Mufasa just outraged him. That's it. That's simply it. And, you know, like, he went pretty far for, a villain, just simply for getting out-rizzed, but... You don't like anything that rewrites the original narrative of things I love. I agree. The only times I feel like the exception is fine is if it is objectively better. Like if they do something new with it, and they acknowledge that it's like a different take, and it's actually better. I think that's fine.
I think that by the nature of the remake existing, its existence justifies the fact that it's a different take.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it's better. It's got the same name.
That's not what your point was.
It's got the same name.
That's not what your point was.
What was my point?
Your point was essentially that they need to acknowledge that it's not replacing the original. It's its own canon, and I'm telling you, the fact that there is a remake automatically constitutes that message for you. It already communicates that this is a different canon. It doesn't mean the creators themselves don't need to come out and spell that to you like an elementary school child. In fact, I think that would be condescending.
Okay, so you're leaving out the last part where I said, and it's better. And of course, that could be objective.
I don't think it needs to be better necessarily to justify that it's like different canon. What do you mean? That's
okay. So what I'm saying is, if they take something and remake it, and they have a creative spin on it, not some kind of Plan B ending because they think it just doesn't work. What I'm saying is, if they respect the original and build upon it, rather than disrespecting the original, and it ends up being better, like a better experience, then I have a lot more respect for it.
Well, yeah,
but this one changes core aspects of the original, and it basically says, like, hey, the original message in the first movie, you know, the original movie is wrong, is bad, it's outdated, it's archaic, and that's not true.
Yeah, but they don't need to come out and justify that, oh, this is a different product, like you were saying previously, that as long as they are not...
Gotta say?
I'm not saying they have to justify it. The product should justify its own existence by being a good product. And just like PK said...
We all want products to be a good product, but the truth is
of course.
that, you know, the only reason we have great products is because they are products that fail.
That is true, but the reason why this product exists is simply because there's a lot of people who, like, these remakes have been proven to work simply because, like I said, there's a lot of people who don't like cartoons anymore. They want to watch the movies they watched as a kid, but this in a grown-up format. And this is the only way they feel like they could do it. And Disney plays into that. Animation is really disrespected. And I don't know how this movie can be better, even just looking at it visually, when most of the shots are just too grounded in reality and therefore boring, and the colors are like, there's the pastel colors, the dreamy colors are gone. Instead, you get these really grayish blues and grayish greens, and it's just not nearly as pleasant to look at. And
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 that's
because-
fair criticism. However,
And you get what I'm saying?
yeah, I understand your criticisms. However,
By
I will say that, and it's okay that this remake isn't for you. I also think it's okay for people to unfortunately have a chip on their shoulder, because I'm
Well,
not saying
that's
it's okay, but I also recognize that people are a product of their environment, and we're a product
Yes.
of our own society, and I'm not going to diminish the feelings of those adults that feel like they can't. I think that's quite sad that they can't enjoy a cartoon because they've internalized the message that it's for children.
Got a
And
sec?
it's not Lilo and Stitch's job as a product to break the system or to challenge the system. It has to cater to an audience that it's already in. And so because these people are there, they deserve media too, don't they?
Yes, but okay. So the thing is, I understand. Even though I don't agree with it, I understand why there's a lot of people.
I don't think you
who
should
have this.
demonize the audience.
I never demonize the audience. I demonize the industry for making it be this way to begin with.
Come on, buddy.
They
Show
made
me
it
what
this
you
way.
got.
The reason why people feel this way is because the industry tells them, "Hey, cartoons are for kids." Yeah, no, I even said earlier, I don't want to insult the audience for choosing to spend their money on us. I never said that.
Yeah.
I never said I
Well, it
thought
was the
any
way
less
you
of it.
described. It's not that you said it. It was the way that the message was delivered earlier about people who feel like they're too good to watch a cartoon, when in reality they probably they don't know anything more. This is what they know.
I never said they're too good. I said that they feel insecure.
Yes, and I don't think that's their fault.
And that's not an
They
insult.
may not even realize that they don't even
I'm not
realize they
holding
have
back.
an alternative. They've just been told, you know, you're an adult, and fun, colorful things are not for you, they're for children. And by and large, the system does continue to communicate and reinforce that.
Yes,
And the only
I agree
reason,
with that.
I think that's why anime has been able to take such a foothold with the Western audience, because the media corporate conglomerates here are not making media
That was
caters
a
to
pretty
those
good one.
people that are totally comfortable with receiving powerful storytelling through cartoons.
Yes, but the thing is, yes, while I don't want to just blindly insult the audience, I will also give them some autonomy in that, you know, I think if any of these adults who are insecure about it just, you know, take a moment to really think about it, you know, and not be, you know, just
Don't be a sheep.
I basically, yeah.
Don't be a sheep. Yeah, that's what
I want them to think for themselves and not just think like,
they
hey,
have to stop and think about it. And it's hard when the system your whole life has been, you know.
I know.
This isn't for grown-ups. This is for
It
children.
takes it's a lot of you basically have to uninstall that part of yourself. And
Yeah,
the
you
only-
do. Not
So-
everyone is capable of doing that, or able to do that very,
Yes.
very
Well,
well.
ain't that
It
something?
would take the system itself has to feed that message to them, and sometimes, and even then, it would have to be so subconscious that I don't.
that was a pretty
Change
good
doesn't
one.
happen with society overnight, and it's something people have
Right,
to become more aware of.
So my point though is that I understand why this movie exists. I just
That was
don't
a
agree
pretty
with
good
it.
one.
I don't like the reasoning for it. I think that it exists simply.
Well, I think-
Disney wants more money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's Mr. Krabs. It's an
Disney
existence
wants more money,
because
and its existence is justified simply because there are a lot of people who are insecure about watching
I'm not
cartoons.
holding
There's a
back.
lot of people who think that live action is better because live action is more mature. And there's a lot of people who just don't really think about it because Stitch is a mascot. And they just like Stitch as a character and they don't really think too much
Oh, yeah,
about
they
the rest of
made
the movie.
fucking
Pretty good
buku
one.
money off of this.
Yeah, no,
Holy
it's,
shit. The merchandising alone, the numbers would fucking pay my rent for years.
yeah. So basically, like I said, Stitch is like Winnie the Pooh, like a modern day Winnie the Pooh.
Well, ain't that something?
Welcome to the stream, Game Attack.
Hello, hello.
Art says, I'll demonize the audience. People want to consume product and consume stuff. Alright.
Well, like I said, for some people, this is like their first time seeing it. Like Rich, he's never seen the original. So, but why has he never seen the original? I don't know. I never asked him. Maybe he just never got the chance. There's some Disney movies I've never seen. Believe it or not, I've never, and like, not even just Disney movies, but certain animated movies like Sword in the Stone. I've never seen that. Oh.
That's okay, Game Attack. Are you using a speech-to-text software? The skill and I don't know how. Okay, let me figure out. Well, I'm gonna do this.
Well, ain't that something?
Fluffy Nerd says, I'm gonna be fair. There are tons of people out there who would say, I'm not gonna go see that, and then a few months later, that same person has a review up. Oh, Sword in the Stone was incredible. I watched that movie on repeat, actually.
Time to get to
I
work.
want to see it. I want to see it. But yeah, no, there's some people who will. Maybe it's they said they don't want to pay to see it.
Show me what you got.
Like with this Lilo and Stitch remake, like I do want to see it because I want to see if it's a dumpster fire or I want to see how they make it work. Do I think it's going to be better than the original? No, and I'm gonna go into that with that sentiment because I think, based off of what I've seen in the trailer, some of the most iconic shots from the original movie look dreary as fuck. So, and with trailers, they try to sell you on the movie. So they often put the best shots in there. I mean, this isn't always the case, but more often than not, it is.
Show me what you've got.
So, yeah, no, I am interested in seeing it. I'm going to be unusually harsh on this one because I love the original.
No
I'm
one's
going to.
taking the original away. It's not replacing it. It's not overwriting it in any kind of way. So why do you feel threatened?
Because that's why they do that. They are remaking these, so this could be like the standard one.
Well, what do you expect them to do to refresh it then? Do you expect them to reanimate it? Do you expect them to put it back in theaters as is? How do you expect them as a brand to refresh this product if not through this method that's currently a popular trend?
Well, even though that I don't, I wouldn't really be excited about this one either. I think it'd be a better alternative is a CG remake, much like how the original first Pokemon movie was remade. But again, it still holds up incredibly well. That I don't think it needs a remake in any capacity. Sequels are fine too.
Sequels are always.
It has sequels. It has a TV series. They expanded on the original.
Yeah,
in
so
many
that's why I'm
ways.
like, how much more do you expect before this is territory
about
they cover?
How about a fucking prequel, like where we see Jumba, like Jumba,
I don't know
like,
if that would grab enough people.
No, of course not, because it doesn't have the funny mascot. That's why. It doesn't have the funny mascot that goes, oh.
You're so sharp about that. It's so funny. Back that up again. How did that go?
Because they're not going to go see a movie that doesn't have the funny mascot that goes, ah.
See, it works on me too.
Yeah, they want to watch a funny koala dog pick his nose with his tongue.
Yeah.
They don't really care about anything else that happens in the movie. Stitch equals funny.
Oh my god.
And for some people, that's all they need. And I'm not trying to insult anyone who thinks this way. That's literally, like, all you gotta do. Like, sometimes Stitch is enough for some people. That's it. It's it. Like, it doesn't have to be that entertaining, just as long as it's chaotic enough, you know? Chaotic and entertaining. That's what really matters. But to me, the original, I love the message. I love the characters. More than just Stitch. I love Stitch too. But I love the world that was developed and the characters. I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's one of Disney's best.
Fluffy Nerd
And-
says that they did make a video game that was basically a prequel. That's interesting.
Oh, I've never seen it. I've never played it. Excuse me.
You've never heard of it, because I know I haven't.
Was it that Stitch the game or whatever? Because I remember there being a video game, but I just never played it. I just never got the chance to, because I remember like Disney like games based off of movies and shit like were almost usually bad. So I was never interested in anything like that at the time. Hi, Beans. Hi, Beans. Oh, my favorite experiment was Ruben 625. I loved him.
Mine was
He's
Angel.
he's got my energy, man. That Ruben is me. I love Ruben.
That adds up.
I fucking love him.
Mine was Angel.
Angel? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's some good shit. Damn, PK. Yeah, it sounds like PK was into it more so than me. Like, I just really liked the first movie and the TV series.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the TV series and the movie.
I never got to see any of the other movie sequels, even though I have one of them on Blu-ray. I never got the chance to see them. But I hold the first movie and the TV series in high regard. We should watch that, actually.
Art Gaiman highlights the fact that they used to make quality spin-off and tie-in games. That's actually true.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I just
I've
remember,
heard
like...
good things. I've seen good footage too. I don't know if I've necessarily played any of them on my own.
I remember, like, in the 2000s at one point, I always remember hearing that, or at least the sentiment I had based off of playing certain games I don't really remember, is just that they weren't that good.
Gotta say,
But, hey, maybe they aged well.
Maybe. I remember thinking that movie and TV show games weren't that good either, but there have been some exceptions.
Yeah, of course. PK says, I'm autistic and love Pokemon. That shit is like candy to me. And Art said the same, PK.
Yeah, I'm not autistic, but Lilo and Stitch's like many experiments was like hard.
He made a
gotta
drawing.
say,
Oh no. Okay, let me see. Oh. Also, the way you drew Stitch was really fucking cute, though. How swell! Give up your sister for adoption and go to school. Okay.
Mickey's like,
All right, listen here, you fucking bitch. You're gonna go to school, and you're gonna like it.
oh my god.
oh man. PK said, anything you put with a shit ton of creatures in front of me, I will eat that shit up. Creatures with a lot of, just like, a bunch of colorful creatures.
I forgot what I
Hell
was
yeah.
looking- You're welcome, Art. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us.
Show me what
Like-
you've got.
PK, were you also into Hamtaro? With all the different hams and shit? Were you
Is
into
that
that?
what he did? Wait, that Stitch doesn't look like the little autism creature?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah, he does.
I see it now. Wow. That if it was any more obvious, it would have bit me in the nose.
Hi, Dean. What are you doing?
I'm
But
not
yeah, no,
holding
that
back.
Hamtaro is my fucking shit. Like, and Hamtaro, I remember it came on like around the same time Lilo and Stitch came out. I was watching fucking Hamtaro every day,
This is my favorite
and
Yeah, I was on when I would
obsessing
come
over
home
Lilo
from
and Stitch.
school.
Yeah. I remembered it was on
I'm not holding
Toonami
back.
at first, and I was
It
like, why the fuck is this on Toonami?
Because it was Japanese.
Yeah, that is definitely why.
This is my favorite part.
Ooh, well, these are my favorite part.
Time to
Yeah,
get
he
to work.
Fucking love this shit.
He loves to mine, yes.
I love Disney remakes.
I love
Let's
hitting
fucking go.
rocks with that fucking metal axe.
This is my favorite part.
I love getting my dick sucked.
Okay. Me too,
Time to get to work.
Sadly, Hamtaro got screwed here in America while it completed its run in Japan. I didn't like what the designs turned into are, like with the big heads. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I wondered what
It
the fuck
happened with-
happened.
it happens with
It's like,
with
why did they get
Pikachu.
Why did they make
Ain't
him
that
Taro
something?
unfat?
It happened with Chopper, Pikachu. Basically, because characters with big heads and small bodies are cute. At least that's the trend. The trend changed. Does anyone remember
I
Gash or
remember
Zatch Bell?
Zatch
Yes.
Bell. I loved that shit. I even
I-
have like one little book with like cards in it. I have one.
Got a sec?
Yeah. The I have some of the manga, and I know that shit's out of print too. Yeah. Yeah. I have like maybe the first 5, I think. But yeah, I remember that shit not being popular at all. Like that shit was less popular than One Piece was. It's crazy. But no, I like that show a lot too. But yeah, no, Hamtaro just... Yeah, it was one of those shows that was just... It's a Kodomo anime, so I don't think it was
That
really...
means it's for small children, chat.
Yeah. It's just... I don't think it was really treated with a lot of respect here.
Of course not.
It's just like a disposable show that they could throw on at any time slot. Oh, I like that. I like that drawing
Show me what
art.
you've got.
It's looking like a gremlin.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Yes!
It's hard to tell because it's not colored.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
I think that's Leroy.
Alright, we're gonna go back and make some progress. Wind Waker looks different from how I remember. Yes, this is actually... This is Wind
Well,
Waker.
ain't that
It's,
something?
see, you've got the ocean, and, the big sword. This is the... this is... How you doing today, Scoops?
Hey, Scoops. So for Lilo and Stitch, did they ever show all of the experiments? Do we know all of them?
The Legend of Life, the girl who steals wind. Yeah, PK confirmed. No, that's so annoying.
Oh, that sucks.
We're talking about Lilo and Stitch, Scoops.
How many did we get to see?
Like 30. Yeah, not many. some only have
Well, ain't that something?
That's crazy.
See, now, if the remake capitalized on showing, or at least expanding on the other remakes that are, or not remakes, the other experiments that are out there, now that would have been cool.
Oh, that's cool. You watched the original movie with some friends in the art chat the other night? That's awesome. It was the
Well,
first
ain't
time
that
I've seen it in
something?
15 years. We're actually going to rewatch it too, since, you know, I have to hear Mikey complaining about the remake on the daily.
I mean, I'm sorry, I hold the original in high regard.
I'm just being funny, bro. Damn it. I am leaving too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, Jumbo doesn't talk with a Russian accent, and it's true. He talks with a high-pitched voice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like mine, but maybe higher. Remember when he talked like with
A deep Russian accent.
like he kind of sounded like that? He doesn't sound like that anymore.
Mikey, do you love meat?
I actually like vegetables more.
I know you do. I can't decide. I love both. I love a good, delicious
You're
burger.
a carnivore. Come on.
I love a
You will
good
go-
steak.
You will get a nice fine steak, and I will get a nice like some buns with cheese in the middle, and I will be so happy with that. Come on. Oh, and veggies on it too.
As much as I like Jumbo's old voice, I don't particularly mind him lacking an accent, unless that means Russians are from space!
They're from Space Russia. Scoops. Space Russia. Russia has a very elaborate and successful space program. Yes.
Yeah?
That's where Jumba got it from. But okay, I'm actually down with that. We'll watch the original Lilo and Stitch, and then go see the remake, and then we can, like, since it'll be fresh in your mind. Or would you rather watch the remake first, then the original?
I don't care either way.
Which one do you think she should do, guys?
I don't think it matters.
It might.
I remember the original pretty well. I'd love to see it again for my first glitch, not for comparison's sake.
Yeah, there are three. Like, Stitch has a glitch, and Leroy and Stitch. I've never even seen the sequel. I've only seen the original movie and the TV.
My hot take for you. I'd love to be proven wrong.
Got a
But my
sec?
hot take for you is that the only reason Lilo and Stitch didn't become more like Pokemon, with the fact that it's similar in many other aspects, including having a bunch of fun, loving features, is that because the main character is a little girl. That's my hot take.
I'm not backing down.
I feel
I
like
could be wrong though. A lot of young, I mean, you know, a lot of men watch Lilo and Stitch, so I don't know.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree, and I tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Lilo and Stitch is about
Well, ain't that something?
Pokemon is all about exploring and going to new and different places. Lilo and Stitch is more about being a you know, more so settling down into like a family, like just becoming a household unit, like a family, like
Come
making
on,
it by
buddy.
as a
Show
family.
me what
You get
you
what I'm
got.
saying?
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch don't really travel to new different lands. You get what I'm saying?
That's probably why we didn't see
Show me
all
what you got.
the creatures.
Yeah.
Yes!
Come on, buddy. Show me what you
Yeah. So I don't know.
Just
I could be
different
wrong.
intentions. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think it
just
has anything to do with the fact that the protagonist is a little girl.
no, of course not.
Got a sec?
No,
Lilo and
Definitely
Stitch,
not.
gotta catch them all.
no. And if guys want like like positive male representation. Like they got David.
Oh my god, David is
Jumba.
fantastic. And
Jumba is great. I like Jumba a lot.
He's awesome.
Why'd they make him a bitch ass in the new one? I don't know why. I don't like
god!
I'm sorry, but
Stitch is a glitch was one Scoop says he remembers seeing an ad for, but he convinced himself and he gaslit himself into believing it never existed because no one talks about it. Legend has it that it cost what? $400,000 for jumping to fire his gun for 12 seconds.
No, there's a lot to offer in Lilo and Stitch for both men and women, and I think that's what's it's really appealing about it.
Okay.
Boys and girls both like it. It's not. It has like the perfect balance to be appealing for both. For
I'm glad. Something for everybody. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
I'm glad that you feel like that's why it was never intended to compete with Pokemon. I guess.
Look.
The fact that there's a bunch of creatures just.
You gotta remember, when I was a kid, I tried to not watch anything that was girly.
No way.
Yeah.
Right? And I loved Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, based on your anecdotal evidence, I accept your point.
Yeah, cool. Scoop said, David is such a dork. I had no memory of how big of a dork he was until I watched the game.
Watch it.
I love David. He is a big dork.
But yeah, no, the movie's great. It's like I said, I think it's one of Disney's best. It handles the male characters well. It handles the female characters well. I think everybody's great, and yeah, no, it's definitely one of their best. That's why, I don't like how the remake changes Nani.
Well, I look forward to having more context.
Kind of like how the Return of Jafar was the lead into the Aladdin TV series. Yeah. I remember seeing. Okay, I went to see the Aladdin TV show like maybe once or twice as a kid, but I remember seeing the sequels because I had them on VHS.
Yeah.
And I remember not really liking them
Same.
really at
I
all.
don't like the sequel.
The whole thing about Robin Williams not returning to voice in the second one was pretty funny. But I mean, it's not like ha-ha funny. It's more like the situation is so
I think it was
fucking
bold
wild.
of him at the time to
Yeah.
don't use my name just to sell this movie.
Yeah, like good for him.
It better be a quality.
Oh, Scoop said the game is loud and it's drowning us out.
It
I didn't know that. No one
Nobody
said
said
anything.
anything.
And now everyone's starting to say it. Scoops and Dan. Or is this something that just started to happen now?
I don't know. Maybe it's just this music. Oh, I'm in an encounter. Hold on.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got. Let me see the bullshit.
Oh, I didn't realize that there was an actual name, like one individual person responsible for that. I didn't know. Okay, you should turn the volume down now.
Can I interact with this dog in any meaningful way? I guess not.
Hey, pal.
There you guys go.
Is Douglas discount Alfonso from Wind Waker? You know, that's something that she's planning on playing on stream one of these days.
Yeah, I am gonna play Wind Waker coming up. I just had to indulge myself in my crack cocaine, what can I say?
She fucking loves this game.
Can't do that yet.
Dude, PK, it's fine. Look, you know more about Lilo and Stitch than me.
No, PK,
you're into it way more than me. Like, please, by all means.
Yeah, you're contributing to the conversation, dude.
I want this to be
for.
I want this to be a space where you feel like you could talk about your interests
Yeah,
because your interests are celebrated.
Yeah, you're celebrating it, PK.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure.
By all means.
PK said,
we've been
I did not
talking
notice
about.
that.
We've been talking about Lilo and Stitch for over an hour on and off, so. Axel, you're not supposed to enjoy yourself when you stream. That's why you played Sonic Heroes twice!
Well, the first time she didn't fully beat it. The second time was just to say, hey, you know, I beat it.
I beat it on my own with my own merit, without relying
You did.
on data from Mikey.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
I'm just being funny. Sometimes I just gotta. Feels weird to be watching you in the evening local time. Well, here I am. Good to see you, Captain Valstrax.
Hello, Captain Valstrax.
I don't know how much longer I'll be here because you know I gotta go to bed early, but
Oh yeah.
on Thursday night I don't have to go to bed early, so you guys can I will probably be streaming for a while until.
Come on, let's power through.
Alright.
I didn't know that, Ard. I did not know that.
What? Lindsay Ellis. The
Lindsay
nostalgia chick,
Ellis.
I'm reading it. Did a video on why celebrities are cast in animated movies, and she mentions the reason why Robin Williams and Disney had a strained relationship. She specifically mentions someone's behavior. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Ooh, is this a mining shrine? I hope so. Yes, it is a mining shrine. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but we'll see.
Use this.
This is my favorite part.
Cool. I got that one.
Oh yeah,
my
the
God,
live
I'm
action.
timed? What the hell? I didn't realize I was being timed.
I do remember the live action 101 Dalmatians movie. I remember that.
Did we see that?
What?
Did we see it?
Axel, that came out like 25 years ago.
Oh, I do remember
Yeah.
it. I'm like, why do I remember it?
It came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was one of the first ones.
To get to
Yeah.
work.
I remember it.
And they had a sequel, I think, called 102 Dalmatians.
Yeah, it did.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, like Art said there.
What? Go ahead and read it to me. I'm playing a game.
Oh, dude, Art, I was just about to bring that up. Yeah, I had it for Game Boy Color.
Can you read me his comment, please?
Yeah, I
Read
remember
me
the
this
sequel
challenge.
I remember the sequel to the live action 101 Dalmatians movie. 102 Dalmatians had a video game tie-in, Puppies to the Rescue, and I loved it as a kid. Yeah, no, I had that for Game Boy.
Pretty
I
good
loved
one.
it.
That's adorable. And then Scoops had the PS1 game, and apparently it was okay.
I remember having the fucking Harry Potter game for PC.
I had
Harry-
it for Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance.
Which one? The Harry Potter game?
Yeah, Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, I had it for PC, and
Show me what you got.
I remember flying around on the broomless one.
There were some things that made her pop. Oh God, what made her pop?
What?
Show me what you got.
What? Huh?
I'm talking
What does that mean?
Made her blow her gasket, blow a lid.
Use this.
I mean, we already know the spoilers. Like, they try to go beat for beat for most of the movie, but they make some creative changes that aren't really for the better, based off of what I've seen.
I need to see it for myself.
I saw that Fluffy Nerd, and I think they look fine. I mean, I'm biased because I'm always gonna love the originals, like the original casting, but you know, whatever. I think they look fine.
Wow, I actually beat this challenge. Cool. Oh fuck, there's more stages? What is this? Oh, I don't think I can do this. I've never been able to mine silver ore. Oh,
Art said,
shit.
Art said, the live-action Lilo and Stitch makes me pop my hemorrhoids!
Oh no.
PK said, and I was basically explaining all the Bambi characters from the books and how they show up in the Disney adaptations. I've been torturing poor Pointy, all this because I asked who Ronnie is? I mean, as a kid, I liked Harry Potter a lot. It was just, I just never got the chance to watch the rest of them. I've always wanted to. It's just something I never got around to doing.
Creative is the word for it. Okay.
Yeah, I saw people getting upset about the race swaps. And, you know, I don't really care for that. Like, if they do it, I don't care. Like, that's fine.
You don't care about it.
Yeah, I'm indifferent to it. It doesn't make me upset. I think it's fine. Like, do it if you want to. Cool. Go for it. Yeah, no, like I said, I think the cast looks fine, but I still am biased because I like the original cast a lot. It's because it's what I grew up with. Yeah, the new cast looks perfectly fine. It looks very serviceable. I think they're gonna do a great job. I mean, Fluffy Nerd, I think that, you know, that goes without being said. Like, you know, I think most people are gonna have that sentiment. You don't have to defend yourself here. We're not talking about her, we're talking about the creation. In this sense, you know, separate the art from the artist. Mm-hmm.
I'm not holding back.
Dan says, "Hey Axel, while this doesn't exist yet, me and a friend think that a remake of The Great Mouse Detective would star Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and would be directed by Edgar Wright."
I don't know those names, but I would love a Great Mouse Detective remake.
Would you?
Yes, I'd love to see a remake with modern animation techniques.
I would rather it be a CG remake. A CG
I don't
remake
want it
than
to
a
be a
live
real
action.
remake. No, please don't give me
Yeah,
that. I don't want no.
I don't want to watch.
I don't want live
Stuart
action.
Little.
I don't want live action Great Mouse Detective. Please no.
Yeah, I don't want to see Stuart Little with a fucking gumshoe outfit on. I'm good.
I like Stuart Little, so.
I mean, me too. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't want it to look like a real rat. I'm good.
No, I don't. I want it animated. No.
Yeah, it's too far gone to be. It's like saying, "Hey, let's get a live action Rescuers Down Under."
No, I'm good. Great Mouse Detective was a lot of fun. I actually watched it on repeat ad nauseum. It was something I like repeatedly would rewatch and enjoy, like, frequently.
I can only imagine what this is going to be, Ard. I'm prepping myself for someone shoving Stuart Little, whatever. Shoving him up their ass. I can only imagine.
Oh god.
What it is.
Art. No.
I can only imagine.
What the fuck, Art Hammond? Why are you like this? You haven't even done anything yet, and I'm saying this.
It's just we know him.
I guess I can hunt the mimic. That's fine. Get back here, asshole! Oh fuck! No, no, no!
What is it gonna be like, Mr. Slave and Stuart Little art? Is that what it's gonna be?
Oh no!
Is that what it's going to be?
Ooh, I got a sack of secrets. What the fuck is a sack?
I do too.
A sack of secrets. I like
Okay,
this.
let's see.
I like this sack of secrets better.
What the fuck? Okay, that's actually way more tame than I was expecting.
Where is my sack of secrets? Oh, it's a currency item. Cool. I like this sack of secrets
Got a
better.
Bambi 2 was an in-between quill? Oh, a mid-quill? Like Lion King 1.5?
Ooh, there's something over here. A dock and stuff.
No, I didn't, Scoops. What the fuck was that? Yeah, like Disney also had like a really weird habit of making a bunch of direct-to-movie or direct-to
They
home
did.
video sequels in the 2000s, and they were all like bad.
Oh, a starry tree. That's fun.
Yeah, how Fox and the Hound 2, Tarzan 2,
Yeah,
fucking what else did they
I
make?
don't remember Fox and the Hound 2 being any good.
Mulan 2! There's a Mulan 2? What else did they make? Fuck. They weren't all bad? Really? Okay. Okay. Cinderella got 2 sequels.
There was a
One had time
there was
travel?
a Tarzan PC game that I used to play as a kid that was a ton of fun. It had a bunch of different activities and things. A bunch of different like mini games and shit. I wish I could remember more of it, but I just remember it existed and I had fun.
I hope it involved being tied upside down. Art said Tarzan 2 had no Clayton. They could have had like a Tarzan 5, like set place in the future where Tarzan's like old and Clayton's long lost son comes to like avenge his
Oh my
father.
god, these guys hit hard. Holy shit, I gotta flee.
Oh,
I gotta
Kahana's
flee.
too.
Get out of here. This looks like a little miniature Deku tree. From Zelda. For context for Mikey, who is uncultured.
I know what that is, Axel.
You've never seen the miniature Deku tree.
Come on, Douglas.
I mean, I know what the Deku tree is.
Yeah,
I thought you just said
what
it's
is
a
this?
miniature Deku
I need to
tree.
heal first. Rescue challenges. There are villages across Ginormosia in need of help. If you can fix the residents' problems, they'll let you use the area as your base. Assisting a village will unlock a campfire to rest at, as well as crafting benches. It will also become available as one of Skeleton's travel destinations. Fuck yes. We need to take this.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
PK's
Look,
like
Ard,
a
there's milk.
Pocahontas.
And uber rich milk. There's noogie milk.
Oh boy.
What hill are you dying on so I know where to place flowers, PK? I know Pocahontas is not
the prince from
accurate, but neither
Prince
is
from-
neither is Hercules.
the prince from Cinderella is a time traveler movie who jumped out of the window. What? Huh?
I don't fight him. I mine. Okay. Oh, what the fuck are these ores?
Time to
The
get to
animated
work.
101 Dalmatians got a sequel too, which led into the animated series, but started character who wasn't even featured in said series. What? Hercules wasn't based on anything historical though, Axel.
It was based on historical lore, not lore, mythology and mythos and like beliefs that people actually had and made temples on. So I don't know if I would entirely agree with you there, Art.
It'd be like, I guess, if Disney made like a movie, like an animated movie based on Jesus. Like the Bible or something?
Yeah, like it. Yes. Yep. Yeah. That's really the best example.
Can
I
you
wasn't
imagine?
gonna say it, but
Can you imagine if they made a Disney movie based on like the Old Testament and it was just
Stop!
called Flood? It was just called Flood.
No. I don't like this joke.
Oh my
You're terrible.
Show me what you've got.
That's so bad.
Wasn't there a Hunchback of Notre Dame too as well, or did I make that up? I have no fucking idea. The 101 Dalmatians series came out and tied with the live action. Wait, what? Hold on. The 101 Dalmatians TV series came out and tied in with the live action one in the
I can't
90s.
seem to do anything about this.
What? What? So they found a way to link all of the 101 Dalmatians movies? So they're not like reboots or anything? They're actually like technically sequels? Or like they're in different installments? People didn't actually do that to you, did they, PK? Because if they did, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that is
I'm
really
s-
fucked up.
Ugh.
I used to sleep in a Pocahontas bed set as a kid. Alright, let's see if this fixes my
Oh
problem.
god. Sorry, PK. The 101 Dalmatians series was lousy? Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Axel, didn't you used to love 101 Dalmatians
I
when you were a
did.
kid?
Yeah, actually, I actually thought I loved it so much I wanted a real Dalmatian for one, and for two. My parents actually got me a Dalmatian statue because I couldn't have a Dalmatian, and they explained to me that Dalmatians they're not very family friendly, I guess, and so that they got me a statue instead, and so that
What
was
happened
pretty
to
cool.
the statue?
My family had a financial crisis, and I lost
I see.
probably 2/3 of my possessions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was like, did you maybe get bored of it?
Not at all.
Show me what you've got.
So this is just another hippo situation with you.
Yeah, pretty much. And I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I found out what all that entails and as I got older, and I'm like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah,
But I was
you-
super into 101 Dalmatians. In fact, I think I was a Dalmatian one Halloween, if I'm not mistaken.
You should be one this Halloween. We can make it happen. I'll be your handler.
Are you coming
But,
on to me?
Maybe.
This explains a lot, actually.
Anyway, for real though, yeah, you had a knack for, loving animals that were that apparently are just not friendly.
Clearly.
But hey, at least you're embracing it now with your love of T-Rexes.
Exactly.
Like, at least you weren't disappointed when you learned T-Rexes weren't like Barney or Yoshi.
I knew better.
Use this.
Can you imagine a 101 Hippos movie?
I don't think I can
Like,
conquer this area. I think this is just.
like you love alligators too.
I love
I'm not holding
alligators.
back.
And they're not exactly known for being the most friendly creatures.
Show me what you've got.
You had a hold down. Wait, hold on.
I also had like a whole bunch of Dalmatian themed stuff. PK.
Wait, hold on. I remember as a kid. Okay, I didn't have a Dalmatians outfit, but I had a 101 Dalmatians sweater that I wore as a kid.
Oh, that's fun. Alright, we're gonna have to come back to
Yeah,
this
I
challenge.
remember.
I'm
Like, you just unlocked a memory.
not affected enough.
A gazillion gators! Yes, that would be a great Disney movie.
Would watch the hell out of Gazillion Gators.
Do you think that they would give the gators their breakfast sandwiches every morning?
Yes, I do. They would bring them all of the Starbucks every
Ain't
day.
that something?
It's part of their employment deal.
They have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
That's fine. You know what I'm talking about, and that's what makes it beautiful.
Wait, I'd have to hear that song, Dan. I'm gonna look that song up after stream. Weird Al made a song called Jurassic Park. I can't wait to hear it. You ate gator tots at Disney World?
No!
No way.
Why? Don't tell me that.
Mine was, I think, a blue sweater. It could have been red. I don't remember.
Joking? Oh, thank fuck. I'm like...
I was about to say, I mean, I could see it happening.
Alright, we gotta go back to
Alright,
the...
take care, Fluffy Nerd. Thanks
Good night,
for
Fluffy
chatting
Nerd.
with us tonight, dude.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out and for the great conversation.
Hell yeah, dude. Take care.
Armory, bulletin board, blacksmith. Where is my mining area? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I think the first song by Weird Al that I heard was The Legend Begins.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think that was
Gator
the first
Tots
one.
is an A+ pun. It is, Scoops.
Oh.
And now...
You made it. Can I
Oh, it's
help
The
you?
Saga Begins. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sure thing.
Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. I couldn't remember. But I'm glad you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, Scoops. There's a sleepy skeleton dragon. He flies me around. He's wonderful.
Thank you guys for correcting me on that.
Are you kidding me? I still don't have enough. Oh, shit.
Wait, you were obsessed with the Weird Al Jurassic Park song in like 4th grade? Okay, I'll have to listen to it. But yeah, I heard The Saga Begins, and then I heard American Pie.
My first one was eBay.
I heard American Pie, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? This is like
it
that
was-
one Star Wars song.
It was either the I bought it on eBay parody, like the Backstreet Boys parody, or it was
Eat It?
the no, not Eat It.
White Nerdy?
No, not Eat It, not
Okay.
White and Nerdy. It was
Okay.
it was the eBay song. I bought it on eBay.
I'm not holding back.
Are you not familiar?
I know that song.
Time to get to
Okay,
work.
you didn't say anything.
Bought it on eBay. Yeah, no, I know that song. I've heard it. I thought you were talking to the chat, not me.
No, I'm talking to you. And it
No,
was
I've
either
heard
that
it.
one, or it was the Avril Lavigne
Time to
pizza.
get to work.
In fact, I think it was the pizza song.
Wait, there's a pizza song?
Yeah. Why'd you have to go and make
Yo.
me so constipated?
Did he actually make that?
Yes.
Okay, I've never heard that, but let's fucking go.
Time to get to work.
Yeah, no, I love Avril Lavigne. Let's go.
It was a complicated, like it was a parody of complicated.
Yeah. That's, I mean, I didn't know that he actually went through with making a parody of that, because like a lot of people like made jokes about it being like,
Yeah, he did.
blah blah blah, why'd you make me so constipated? Like a lot of people did that at the time when the song released, back in like 2002. But I didn't know he actually made a song about that.
Yeah, he did.
Time to get to work.
I don't think I've heard that one, Art. Pokemon?
I think I have once, but I don't remember it. I'd have to rehear it. I think it was shown to me a long time ago.
Goop said, I don't understand how this mining system works. Do you have to time your heads or something?
No, I'm looking for weak spots. I have a skill that lets me identify, and then I have stamina for how long I can mine, but these are easy to mine, and I'm higher level than what I'm mining. That's why you watched me struggling earlier, because I don't have enough mining stamina or points, and I have to level up in order to have more mining stamina, so...
That was a pretty good one.
Copper is pretty easy for me to mine. It's like one of the first things you start mining, so I have a few basics I have to knock out before I can really do those like challenges that you saw me struggling in. You have a secondhand story that's wild? Alright, hand it over. Already.
Can't wait to hear it.
That was a pretty good one.
I have excellent hits I can make, and I have basic hits.
This is my favorite part. Well, ain't that something?
Remember when the first Pokemon movies were named really weirdly? Oh, Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon 2000, and then Pokemon 3. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. They were renamed later? Oh, wait. Mewtwo's Revenge, or Mewtwo Strikes Back was what the first one got renamed to. That confused me a lot as a kid. I'm like, wait, is this like another movie?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was so confused. And this was like, when I had the internet, but like, there was no real clear answer to it at the time. I was so confused.
Time to get to work.
They
you
all
wanna know
have
what's really funny?
subtitles now. That's funny.
I remember shortly after Pokemon the first movie came out, I was talking with my friends, and my parents were like, why is it called the first movie? And one of my friends was like, because they plan on making 20 of them.
Kids are
and
wild.
then my parents were like, really?
Wow.
And the kid wasn't wrong. Yeah, no, that comment aged very well.
It's actually really funny. Alright, here's the skeleton dragon scoops. What did we name
Yeah,
him?
they weren't
Skelegon.
wrong.
Skelegon.
But that was just a kid talking out of his ass back in 2000. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Sure. Yep, he's a little bone buddy. I also have this little guy that I got for getting the deluxe version of the game. Hold on. Oh, I can't ride him around here. Okay. Why not? Can I ride him over by the beach? There you go. This little guy. Little dragon buddy. Calcium companion. He isn't. Yeah, the bone dragon is a calcium companion. This is a nap dragon. And they actually have like a big nap dragon. I'll take you to go see him. Hold on. Where is... I think he was on the faraway island. And he was... out in the field somewhere, I think. I think he was over here. I won't play this game, but I will admire the creature design. That's totally fine. Honestly, this game is... it's all consuming. It will devour you.
Got a sec?
Oh, I need to kill these guys.
Come on, Douglas. Power through.
Oh my god, I missed. There we go, okay. I don't know why my earthquake attack just isn't working when I press the button. I press the combo, but it just doesn't work. Yeah, this is from the same people that made Yokai Watch, so I'm not surprised that they have a nice variety of creature designs. What does Vito want? Need to replace my field fences. I'm looking for some tasteful wood! Alright, you heard it here, folks. The lady wants some tasteful wood. Do I have any contenders? Anybody have some tasteful wood?
Would I walk back in on?
Oh, she's asking to get some tasteful wood.
Oh boy. Make sure you find a good
She
spot
wants some
to...
elder oak log! Alright, any
Make-
takers? Where are my elder oak logs out there?
Axel, make sure that you find a good spot to,
I can save it at
to-
any point, Mikey.
Okay, because
Yeah.
you do need to go to sleep.
I
So.
know. Just make sure you give her tasteful wood before morning. Oh my god.
True.
Look at him sleeping here. I love him. Calcium companion. Oh yeah, Scoops, I brought you here to show you the dragon. Yes.
Besides Bone Buddy and Calcium Companion, there's also Hone Homie. Hone is the Japanese word for bone.
Yeah. Oh, the story's in the Fortnite chat. Okay, I'll have to read it. I'm gonna go the other way, I think. Oh god, that's a big snake. I'm good.
What the? Whoa. Okay.
The story or the fact that I got attacked?
No, the story. I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, I have some mutton you can have. I have like a bunch of mutton. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, that is rad.
Moist mutton. Oh my god. Okay.
Got a sec?
But yeah, the sixth degree of separation theory just continues to be proven true.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're here.
For some reason, the chimes in this nighttime music remind me of the cavern theme for Ice Cap and Sonic Adventure. Really? I'd have to listen to it again. I'd have to listen, like, actually listen for it.
Look, it's Pino. There he is.
You mean the guy with the...
Fluffy ears. Yeah, in the ocarina.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, his ears just wiggled. He's looking for a spirit hoe. Oh, I know a few of those.
A what?
We need a spirit hoe because we have a poltergeist infested turnip that we have to get out of the way.
A spirit hoe? You mean like... Do you mean like... people who shop at those like rock shops and shit? Is that what you mean?
That's me. You're talking about me.
Yes.
Listen.
Hmm?
If silicon plus electricity can bring me game and friends,
Uh-huh.
then rose quartz can bring peace and love.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. What brings me happiness is resin statues and cotton in a plush doll.
Bro just
So.
admitted he likes it stiff and soft.
What?
Nothing.
Exactly, Scoops.
Afraid not.
You're on your way to being a voice actor.
Oh boy. I want to rewatch Steven Universe. It's been a minute. We watched it as it was coming out. And we
Stupid
loved
plastic people and animals. That's a good way to put it, PK.
it. And we haven't seen it since. And it ended like what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
God, it ended 5 years ago.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Huh?
And I'm not talking about like regular Steven Universe. I mean like Steven Universe Future ended 5 years ago. God. Yeah.
He has a fluffy tail, I think. I can't tell.
It's his hair. It's his hair. It looks supposed to look like a tail.
Under his
Oh.
hair, I think there's a small tail.
I heard that there was rumors of a revival. I don't know how they do that. Like, it just ended. Don't you think it's a little soon? Well, I mean, it didn't just end, but it still feels kind of soon. What would they do differently?
Got a sec?
Oh god, don't tell me it's like a live action.
Oh no! We're done with live action.
And all the crystal gems just like take on these human forms, like actual humans, because they don't want to, you know, the CG is just too much. TMNT taught me it's never too soon to revive a franchise.
Come on, buddy. Show me what you got.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something about Steven Universe seems a little different. Something about like it has. I don't know. It just feels like. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know how else they could tell this story in a different
It's
way.
okay to make new things and not dwell in one space. It's okay to have a story end
Got a
healthy,
sec?
Yeah.
even.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hey, Carides. I need to kill them.
Well, they can make it worse for starters. Yeah. That's why I'm like, what is the point? Like from my standpoint, like as a viewer, what is the point of watching something if it's not going to be as good as the original? What is the point? Like, besides hate watching it, but like then again, that's kind of like a waste of time.
I don't believe in hate watching.
Some people do that.
It just supports what you don't.
I don't like
Yeah.
hate watching. I think it's a waste of fucking time.
And energy.
Yeah, I'd rather watch something that makes me happy rather than something that makes me deliberately mad.
I thought these were called laser cocks.
How did you misread that?
Oh fuck! I got knocked out. Oh.
Well, that's what you get for calling that pompadour chicken a razor cock.
You said he called a razor cock. Damn.
They call them a razor cluck.
Oh. Cutscene. Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Afraid not. Huh? That's tough.
Nande? Nande kore? Dare da omae wa?
Oh, he's gonna sing for us.
Oh boy.
Let me add subtitles so you can follow their lyrics.
What kind of fucking TikTok dance is this?
Okay. Okay, this is just fun.
Humans.
That's great.
See the ears twitch, Axel?
Yes.
Oddish? Hello?
Johann.
I love this guy.
Bow before me, humans, for it is
I love this dude.
Johann Alexander the Third. Death!
Whoa!
He's nuts. That song was wild, BK said it was. Shut your beak. I'm the red leaf behind the new music sensation that is taking over this forest.
Yeah, PK, make like a white oddish with like brown leaves.
Your music is gonna have a big impact on the Valley of Spirits, I can tell. I like the guitar riff that plays when he speaks. Ah, Pino, here for another of my death tours of the Valley of Spirits. Yes,
Reminds me when I was a kid, and when people online would try to say, you know, they would say penor instead of penis.
Very well, let the death tour begin. Yeah! I guess the story is based off what was supposed to be the story for Dragon Quest IX, apparently.
This game?
Yeah. I think that's
Wait, what
Crystal
happened?
Call said. I don't know.
Show me what you got.
Weird. Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, ain't that something?
Not story. The 3DS's version's gameplay was Final Fantasy IX. Okay, got it. Thank you for clarifying, Crystal Call.
Axel, it is now midnight. I think I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You need to do the responsible thing. It's okay. You just have a few days left. It's fine.
No, thanks.
It's okay.
I'm getting cut off, guys, from my crack cocaine.
I'm sorry.
I'll apologize. It's okay.
She will be back again on Thursday
I will.
with maybe more of this game. If not more of this game, then unless you
can't. You
wanna
guys
start-
can't let me do that. You can't let me stream nothing but this game. We have to.
Well,
get
I was
on
going
with
to say-
Yoshi's Island.
okay. If that's what you want to do on Thursday, that's fine.
I could stream more of this on Thursday.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to get one more out of this before moving on to Mario next week.
I meant Dragon Quest Scoops. You know what? I could stream this again on Thursday and then move on to Yoshi's Island next week.
Because then we can advertise it, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Time to put the cat box to bed! Yo, if you name yourself Yoshi and this game is on an island, who would know the difference? I don't think I
True.
can change my name after character creation. Let me look.
Tila Yoshi's Island.
I don't think there's a way to change my name. I think that's it. Yeah, my name is my name. There's no way to change it from Axel to Yoshi.
Womp womp
Yeah,
womp.
I could just pretend I didn't hear you say you're gonna cut me off.
Uh-huh.
No, I gotta save.
You do.
Alright, chat. You heard the man, the duck, the myth.
I know myth.
Ah, you're real. Be
I am.
responsible, Axel! Just 2 more
Yep.
days.
Come on, you got it. Come on.
You're right, Scoops. Okay, I'm going to bed, chat. Thank you to Doolittle again for the 100. We appreciate
And
that.
then Ard for the trauma.
It keeps the channel going. Thank you to Ard for
Thank
the
you,
trauma
Doolittle.
and contributing towards the therapy bill to cover said trauma. Appreciate your contributions towards the daily goal. I will be back again on Thursday with more of this game. Thanks for the interesting conversation tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for streaming your addiction. My
She'll be back again on Thursday.
and
We will
greatest
both be back
pleasure,
again on Thursday.
Scoops. It is an honor. We will, in fact, both be back on Thursday to share more of my crack cocaine addiction here.
And thank you guys for listening to me bitch about the new Lilo and Stitch remake.
Yes, it was fun. You know,
I'm glad I had an outlet.
The stream title is introducing my latest addiction, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, Mikey, but that's what I called the stream.
Did I? I did not notice that.
Yep.
No, I didn't notice that. I got right to the stream and I was like, okay, where are we at?
Fantasy Life Scoop says the game who steals Axel's time.
what did I call this game?
The game the game is called The Girl Who Steals Time.
What the fuck did I call this game when I woke up from my nap earlier?
You called it a bunch of different mishmash. The Wonder World, the Ultimate Creative. You called it a bunch of bullshit.
I'm trying to remember.
Fantasy
Life. It was like Fantasy Life Product Fantasy World.
Yes, something
like that.
Fantasy Life what is in the beholding or something. That's actually really cute art. I don't know if you intended that to be adorable, but it actually is really cute.
I love it.
What the fuck is that above it? No!
Stuart Little.
No, I just saw it. No.
And I said, like, well, okay. When I saw that, I was like, that's, it could have been worse. Like, I was expecting Stuart Little going, like Stuart Little with Mr. Slave or something.
I don't like this. Stuart Little is a wholesome and sweet character.
What if they make, like, a Ratatouille remake, but it's with Stuart Little?
Axel, don't forget about your British friends on Bionis. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. Hey, I hope tomorrow is better for you too, Paynet. And what did you say about Stuart Little?
Nothing. It's stupid.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said a Ratatouille remake, but with Stuart Little.
No.
It's stupid. I'm telling you, it's stupid.
Oh my God. Alright, guys. I have to put myself to bed. Good night. I'm cutting myself off. I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Make it the best that you can. You got this, Paynet. Stuart would get cooked alive? What is this? I'm going to bed. Y'all are wild. Go to your closet and pray.
Oh.
Go to your closet and pray. Carrie style. Go to the closet and pray. Paynet. No! Good night, Art Hammond. No! What is this imagery? Sending me off with this cursed shit. I just want to go to bed and have sweet dreams. You don't want to think about that. That's terrifying.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mikey, I got you a gift.
What would that be?
Tickets to see the Lilo and Stitch live-action remake tomorrow.
That was not on my bingo card for our anniversary presents, but okay. It's on the 31st.
Yes. I'm gonna take you to the movies.
Man. That's all I gotta say.
Oof.